Okay. How's it going, everybody? Hello, hello. Today's gonna be probably only an hour or two. How's it going, Doki? Thank you. You're first. So, pretty much today, I'm just gonna be cleaning up some things that I haven't done for a while. Because I've been lazy. What that means is doing this. Oh, can't do that. So, because I want this lattice, I want the other stuff. So pretty much we're going to go through and do that. Just in preparation. So we got to do Sharon as well. My health 4 is not consistent, but I only need 3. So we'll try it. Sometimes they just die. You broke free from the curse of green units and got Rosa. She used anywhere? Yeah, she'll be used in Aurora later on for sure. If you don't have like Giada built up. Alright, so they die. Wait, what? How did... Wait, how did the Ting pass there? Wait. How did the Ting lap the Lily there? That made no sense. Okay, this piece here. Just go to the fastest so I can speed up the Lily a little bit. I don't really have anything. Does that make her faster? No, that makes her slower. Because I can't get the last bit. That's annoying. I don't get why it was, Is it like this? No, because then that breaks that. So that's that. Crazy Gear could beat Aurora Inferno? Yes, definitely for sure could beat Aurora Inferno. Hey, Hermine? Hermie 1? Hermie 1? Is it Hermie 1 or Hermine? I think Giada, yeah, definitely Giada could beat it. Giada is good in Aurora and Doki Doki. Very splashable. How do I get this gear to work? That's 129. Needs to be very ever slightly faster. Do we have a 5 that's not on one of those? Probably not, right? We have a 6. $227. Maybe this is faster. I'm planning to reconfig Hellkid. No perfect glasses though, and a 6-star Lily. S1, S2, S3. Should I do it? Max Lily is good and 6-star Hellkid can be used. I don't have Shadow Sonya what to do. Yeah, I mean, you could go the Hellkid route, but it's going to make you have to tank it out a little bit more. Lily is good for her S1 if you want to max that. It gives speed, and also the assist chance is really broken. Okay, so he dies there. That's whatever. But she dies now. What's going on, man? I hate... Yeah. I can't be bothered to make this, like, consistent. I'm just gonna go here. I know it's guaranteed. We only need to do 3 runs, and I don't care. I had it figured out before, but... it's whatever. We're just doing this for the Hyperlink Journal quest, and then I'm moving on. I'll come back to it later. We're just doing it for this. And then we beat Sharon Hill, and then we gotta do Teramaton. Oh, but I'm gonna have to do Teramaton Hell 4 because I don't have the Veronica anymore. That's true. Oh well. It is what it is. So I was gearing this guy up, and this is what he's gonna look like. But remember, he's at 5-star level 1. Will the tech work without Shadow Sonya? Yes, there's I mean, I'll talk about it today because I want you guys to be able to farm it up when it's time. And I'll talk a little bit about it today, so. Yeah, note that he doesn't have the S2 scaled up yet, so that's an extra 20% crit damage that he's missing. And he's missing like another like 400 attack worth of like stats because he's going to get at least 300 plus. There's that. Well, there's two strategies, Nature. There's 2. Are you talking about Giguk? Or Gaiguk? Whatever. One of my guildmates? Are you talking about that one? That he deleted? Because, yeah, I'll just show you, because I keep showing him if you've been paying attention. It's this guy. And there's no point trying to, like, hold it out forever, because people started picking it up on the main cord. But we'll talk about this guy today. From Zebo. Oh, has he talked about this guy? Because, yeah, so we've been talking with the guy from Asia who's been doing it. So we've been planning. But pretty much, you need to raise this guy. Vice is for everything. Literally everything. So in Asia right now, there is 3 people. So just like how everyone's copying Grandy for the Lily Messiah in Global, what people are doing in Asia are copying this guy who's doing a DPS Heinrich. So they will build a really cracked DPS Heinrich. They'll like max this, max the S1. They'll like 555 him. Well, they'll 5-4. Well, eventually 555 him. But yeah, they full on in on a Heinrich. But technically, you can do any DPS. It just happens Heinrich is really good. Because what he did was he farmed Aurora as well, and he got like a really. You didn't see the DPS Hein? Yeah, that's kind of a key thing of how he's able to get as much damage as he is. But technically, you can do it with any DPS. Like, if you still have, like, a Lily Messiah, it works. If you have a Giada, it works. Just any good consistent DPS, that's what you need. I got a loss. And health rate, okay. I think maybe because I used to have a actually built. Oh, you know what it is? She has none of these. She probably was getting nuked because I reset her. Yeah, in Asia, he's done everywhere. Like, literally everywhere. Oh, I see. We're just missing the strip on Heinrich. Good job, Heinrich. You're the GOAT. I was wondering, like, how the heck am I failing on Hell 3? And then I realized... But that makes a lot of sense. I don't think I can get this in time, so I'm probably better off just buying this. Because what? Yeah, I only have Grim Pursuit and Phantom Theater. Even if I hit the most, it's like a 55. Yeah, okay. So you can never get this. Oh, the Asian comp for that was a little bit wild. So they use Kachi. Yeah, you heard me right. Kachi. It was like, no, sorry, not this Kachi. It's the Shadow Kachi. This guy. It's him. Dorothy. Vice. And then it was like Kloss, but Kloss can be replaced with most people, and then a DPS Heinrich. I'm trying to get a Asia account so I can... That's actually kind of a usable piece. Apparently the Heinrich is replaceable. It just happened to be the DPS that he had. Alright. Let's build this guy here. Grab that. That. Grab that. Is it the artisan stacking strat? No, that's for dots. You don't have to use her there, so it's just these two, these two. Lost Freya. Freya. And then Valerian. Did you make progress on the tech you're working about? The tech is Vice. And I decided that I looked at how to map out my resources, and it's just troll for me to force this just for content. Like, it's just better for me to straight up like go and wait, why am I getting pinged? Yeah, it's just straight up troll for me to wait. What's the hotkey for the game to show the unit stats when you're on the display? So you go to module, and then you just click this right here. It's not hotkey, it's the button, the bottom button here. The little gear icon, and it will add up all the stats for you. Just like that. Does Artisan stack? No, it doesn't stack, it overwrites. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so we have Valerian. That. Freya. Alright, cool. Can't do that. Where are we? Union. What do we have here? A lot of blue, a lot of green. We gotta put in a red. Sure, give me a Veronica imprint, guys. You always have to give old Chad his imprint there. It's kind of a requirement in the guild. So the comp Vice, Kachi, Hein comp is run to everywhere? Yeah, pretty much is run everywhere. The Kachi, not so much though. That is only used when you need the immunity. You can give it to yourself? Yeah. So let's see here. What's the highest possible speed stat on a module? I think it's like 20. Because I've seen people go up to 19 on Mythics. It's like 20 or 21, I think. What? Did I miss the Vice? Is the tech you were talking about? Yeah, Vice is the tech I'm talking about. People are already starting to talk about it, so I may as well talk about it in the main chord. Whereas I go in here, go in here. Hi sir, should I reset my Leanne and build Messiah instead? If you have Lily, I think that it's definitely worth it. What is Vice? So Vice is this guy right here. He's a rare unit. And he's pretty broken right now in Asia. A lot of people are starting to run him. Well, they've been running him since day one. It's just that most people don't pay attention to Asia. And pretty much he's just a cheesy unit. Pretty much he has like this big passive here where whenever he inflicts a debuff on an enemy, he's going to heal himself 15%. So that's really good. And as you see here, it goes up to 25%. And also excess healing is transferred to the ally with the lowest HP. So you can start to see where this happens. He is actually a tank that is also a healer. He has a taunt here. He has 2 hits with a 30% chance to taunt. So that's 60% times twice. And that's pretty much the idea here. And then every time he lands the taunt, it's going to be a heal. And then you also run him with his ultimate here. And he's super easy to max, right? Because you're going to be able to 555 him since he's a rare unit, as long as you've been buying stuff from the shop. He goes through, does damage to all enemies with an additional damage equal to 12% of HP. Thank you. You saved me. You almost made me lose an entire run. I almost lost an entire run of stamina. But thanks to you, it saved. You're right. Actually, I'll show this run in case anyone wants to see it. But yeah, pretty much the idea is that he's going to attack down, he's going to heal himself and pretty much live forever, and also heal out all your allies and pretty much just save you. Really, really good. What's his teammates? Pretty much any DPS, and then just like buffers, just buffers. Preferably speed up as well. So if you have Lily, she's still good there, obviously. But speed down like Kloss is really good. Speed up like Suki is good. In general, just anything to keep you cycling, because you just need him on as much. Like he already has so much base. He already has such base high like effect. Sorry, HP. That you can just build him mainly with effect accuracy and like 1 HP, and then speed, and that's it. Is Kloss replaceable with Dyna on Terra 4? Yes, it just means that it's more of a stat check. Jeez, all these pings. Kloss just helps because it has the speed down. Let's see. Can you tell me what Helkin needs gear and team-wise to survive turn 1 in PvP? I mean, to be honest, you need You really need Codex. You want Codex and as much speed as possible, and then preferably Bulwark. If you can't get speed, then the best thing to do is build him with as much, like, build him on, like, Onslaught Bulwark, but he really wants Bulwark, because you just want him to not get CC'd, and then preferably to move as fast as you can. I've seen people run/recommend Lily over Chloros and Terra. Is that because the Ting is just cracked? Once you get enough damage, you can switch the Chloros to Lily, but I know this team works. There's literally no reason for me to, like, build a new team when I'm about to replace the Chloros anyway. When I switch over to Messiah. Can I see your Ting build? Yeah. This is the Ting build. I tried building him when the game started, but I didn't have the resources at the time. Oh, Vice? Yeah. Did you get your 14-day SSR? No, I haven't. Even when I get it, I think there's something that I have been delaying doing because I'm not going to do it until ×2. But like, even when I get it, I already have all the characters, so I'm just going to hold it in case I randomly get a new one. Do you need to have 3 dupes on Messiah, or are 2 already decent enough? The more dupes, the better, but honestly, it just means that you have to have better stats. Like, overall, it's just a stat check. If you're able to get the same stats as someone who has the dupes on the Messiah, then you're probably fine. Also means to have your Ting's right gear, it's attack %, and then double crit rate. Because crit rate, crit damage is the same as long as the passive brings you up to over 100%. Can I auto with the Ting Chloros? You need a very specific team lineup to do it on auto, and I got rid of it because I'm transitioning over to Dots. To Dots and Messiah. So I won't be able to do it for a little bit. When is the dev going to nerf the boss? So the biggest thing is I highly recommend you go to the Discord. There is a feedback tab, and just voice that, like, just be nice about it, but just be like, hi, I really think that the Infernos should be nerfed. And then hopefully the devs listen, because I do think that a slight nerf needs to happen. Not like make it piss easy, but slight tone back. Maybe just make it have less HP. Like just a 10% nerf would be fine. But right now they're not going to do it unless enough people complain about it. Exactly. If it was just like 10 or even 15% more, you know, nerf of the HP off, then there would be a large variety of comps able to do it. Of course, that would mean that the Ting would be king again, but who cares? Who cares if there's units like Dot's still going to be faster than the Ting. The Ting is going to be there, maybe less damage on the boss. Yeah, but if the terror has always been a stat check. The only difference is that right now it's unreasonable. What shells are you using for Kloss? I'm just using whatever on her right now. Preferably like Jackal or Black Flag. Black Flag is the best. I'm still using Black Flag on her. It just happens to work out. Blah, it's always that flag word. It's gonna get me in trouble, man. Blah, 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 blah. Can't speak. Saved it though. I mean, I can just show it again, maybe. Flag. F-L-A-G. Ravi, there was nothing else that I said. L's are hard for me, okay? They're hard for me to take as well. Any rough split of where to spend energy in double drop event? So the easiest thing is you need to look at your count. You need to ask yourself, what is it that I need to do? Right now for me, I have some very clear characters that I want to build, right? I'm going to reset Chloros and go to Messiah, so I need to farm light mats. So that should be my first priority. And then after that, I want to, mostly because it'll make it faster on EXP, I want to farm EXP and I want to try to 6-star these guys. Or at least get it so when I 6-star them, I can level them up right away. Preferably, I want to 6-star like Rahu, Holden, and Hellkit if I can. So, like for me, I don't know how long this is going to take, but you just need to ask yourself how much. Like that's really it. That's really it. And then just go farm it. And then once you get enough, you can stop. But that's it. Where do you farm EXP? So XP, yeah, it's just the X. I think it's called Expedition. Investigation, right here. You should only farm it during ×2, to be honest. There's only 2 times where I would actually farm XP, and that is the level 30 to 33 gap. That was really good. It was like one day where you were like weaker, but it did help the long-term progression. Did you finally build your Shadow Sonya? I did. I did build her. Yeah, only really when there's a ×2 event is it worth it. Just got Giada on Quantum Prototype. Ooh, nice. She's a good one. Oh, nice. We got another. Defeat Sharon. Defeat Doki Doki. Okay, lines up. Who can replace Lily for Messiah? For Inferno runs. It's pretty hard, but like Suki is a good one, depending on if she's viable there. Because typing matters. That's really it. Probably that, or any character that has a way to reduce his cooldown. For Hoyan Inferno, I've been seeing Obel clears. How auto-friendly is this? It is more manual friendly than it is auto, but there is precise speed tuning. I actually had a viewer, Teach is his name, so maybe he'll stop by. He came through and he actually found it out, and pretty much what he told me was that, yeah, he needed like 190 effect accuracy, and he had to be like exactly 250 on Obel. Yeah, it had to be like 240. Yeah, it had to be like 249, but no more than 250. But around like that 248 to 250 range. This way you would be speed tuned properly, that Obel would keep the ad stunned forever. And then from there, it's just making sure that your Fangus and Sonya are slower than him, but not by a considerable amount. So it's just difficult to speed tune it is all. And but if you can do that, then you're good to go. Should I focus on trying to clear Inferno Nico first, Inferno Terror, or Inferno Shells? Definitely, probably aim for Nico. Probably aim for Nico, Nana, Inferno. Because it's achievable. Like, the issue though is, you either need to have the dot team and build them up, or you need Fangus. Teach for Mark? I don't know, is he Arcanite person? I don't play Arcanite, so I have no idea. Yeah, I don't see anything that indicates where he's from. I got Giada. What skills should I max first? S3 first, and then her S2. Those are the only ones that you need. Man, it sucks to waste this energy, because I could be farming Inferno Shells, but it has to be done. It has to be done, man. I need to prep all this stuff. Definitely need to beat this. That I will do on ×2 day. So this will need to be done. This I should just do, because I'm probably not going to be farming Inferno Terror for a while. So I may as well do this. Ah, damn, I wish I unlocked that first. Speak to me about Mio. Is she worth investing into at the moment? I really want to use her, bro. I see people using her on Inferno Doki. So the people that you see her using her on Inferno Doki, that is pretty much because they have crazy speed and they can outspeed the first wave. And that's pretty much the goal. So the goal is to outspeed the first wave, push them back, Kazuya sleeps everyone, and then you one-shot the first wave. And then with Codex, you repeat it and you're able to clear. Mio on Inferno Sharon? I haven't seen any Mio clears on Inferno. Oh, I think they did. I think people started doing it today, but I haven't been checking this out yet. Hmm? Don't see her there. Unless you mean Mia. You mean Mia? That's different. Alright, but Mia, pretty much yes, you should invest into her. So Mio, what I would do is get her up to this point. That's what I'd recommend. And then eventually, when we start having like excess lattice and we don't have to build up DPSs for all the other stuff, then you can get this up here to the level 5, and then this one up here to the freeze chance. And that would be really good for you. She's a character that you definitely want to invest into to the skill 1 first, just like Lily. Yeah, I mean, I did both. You just gotta. I would recommend Mio first though, because she's gonna help protect you in PvP a lot more and allow you to push there, which is just better overall. Chad's max out Mia's. What does it even do at max? Oh, increase the freeze chance? That's troll. Yeah, Mio's insane in PvP. One of the best characters in PvP. I actually kind of wish I could get a second dupe of her one day. Speaking of which, I haven't really done any of this. Let me grab all that. But you mentioned Mia. Yeah, I'm building Mia as well as my goal for this ×2 event, Ravi. Oh, nice. You'll love to see it. Win GP outpost? Well, that will be done to on ×2 day. Another lattice, nice. Yeah, see. So like, this will be done on ×2 day. This will be done on ×2 day. So I'm in no rush. Where will you be using Mia? Right here in Sharon. I will be doing this clear. Oh wait, where is it? This clear. This will be the team. Because this is a very, very safe and consistent team. Really wanted to build out Hellkid Holden for Terra, but I'm lattice starved. It's really, really hard to out-tank the current Inferno. Like, really, really hard. I would not recommend it. Like, it's a huge stat check. A massive stat check. Not sure possible without Fury Edge. It definitely is, because he did this before he did Fury Edge. And then this is just his fastest clear because he's gone back and he started farming Sharon because he wants Halloween. So he did it before he got this. There's also like this option as well if I wanted to, going catchy. There's like an Asian clear, I'm not sure if it's up here. It's where instead of running Mia, you do Dorothy and then you do Kachi, because that will cleanse all the debuffs. So that's another option, but I don't really want to build Dorothy because I don't want to just build her just for this one area, so if I can avoid it, it would be nice. Just feel like Inferno needs full lattice invested teams. Yeah, and that's the problem, right? It just takes way too long to get to that point. Like, just an unreasonable... Like, this is supposed to be a PvP game, bro, but PvE is, like, at some point, it's just a little bit like, okay, am I really playing a PvP game or am I playing a PvE game? And the PvE is there to stall me while I'm waiting for the next day for the reset to happen. You know? There's a Holden, Hellkid, Lily, Freya, Sharon clear on EU. Yeah, that makes sense. Because Hellkid stops the, has immunity, and it also can't be stripped. You can't strip, the Shroud Barrier, so that will protect you, which is what happens. So yeah, Holden, Lily, yeah. You can probably replace that Holden, honestly, for just like any actual DPS, and it would be better. Like a Chloros would be really good. Do we have the tech for the Inferno shells yet? Still in progress. All you need to know is you should build For now, farm your light mats on day 2. I mean, on the ×2 day. If you haven't already, you should go here and buy these. You need 12 of them. That's all you need to know. Alright, let's go do Sharon. That. What do you suggest where to farm to get stronger? The best place to farm if you're not in Hell 4 yet is to improve your shell passives. So that means going back, farming your shells, and re-rolling your passives until you can start progressing. On average, you want everything to be gold. Gold or better. Once you get to that point, you should be in a spot where you should be able to clear it anyway. Like, you should just stat stick it at that point, honestly. Just check that. I mean, I'll probably try the Hell Kid one after this week for the Inferno, because I'm gonna build him anyway for PvP. Let's do that. Let's see here. What else do we got? Go here, buy this, buy that. Caserno. I need this, man. I need the money. Should I try to awaken my shells, or should I focus on a few and level it to 40? Yeah, you should definitely awaken them. Is 12-12 momentum count enough to one-shot Doki Inferno? What's your other 12? You say 12-12, but is that momentum onslaught? Momentum Kenai? Swift Rush? Like, it definitely depends. If it's onslaught, yeah, it should be. Should be more than enough. As long as you're getting the debuffs, of course. Giada or Rosa, if you had to pick one. Honestly, the more and more time that has passed, it has been Giada. Rosa is very, very good, but I think that Giada has been proven to be the better long-term investment. What is Chloro's skill priority? His S3 to level 4, then his S2 to level 4. And then from there, it depends on if you're doing PvP or not. If you're doing PvP, then you want to max out his S3. Is Holden no lettuce better up as a speller in Aurora? I'm using Turnadot and she's struggling. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Holden is that he is a good character. Well, not right now in the Revelation meta, but he is a good character as a Dispeller. So you can definitely do that. He's a good Dispeller and Disruptor. You want to build him fast as you can, but also with like some crit rate. And then his base defense is enough. And then he also just has a free Bramble Vest like built into him, which is cool. Revelation or Count. So Ramocha really likes Count because her entire kit revolves around the splash damage. Revelation does not include into the splash damage calculation, but obviously the extra, like just straight up 1,000+ attack that you're getting out of Ramocha. Oh, that's a possibly good one that I could raise for now. But obviously like the extra, like I think it's like 1,300. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't actually know off the top of my head. I'll have to check probably when. That obviously is going to help you. And what gear and shell is best on Ting? White Fang. White Fang is his best because it just does a lot of damage with him. But technically Count can work. It just depends on which one you have best, but definitely just one of those two. What's the rule regarding recycling shells and modules? Should I just recycle everything to level up the shells, or do I keep the 3-3? So I generally keep any good possible 3-3 sets. If you don't know what that is, when I say that, just means any 3-3s you should keep. And then from there, I try to keep the first 10 extra on top of the 3-3s that I want, depending on how many I plan to build. So like right now, I have the Supernova, right? I know I don't have 10 extra Supernovas because you need 10 to get the full amount because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 10. So you need 11 total to max it out. So I would lock this. And so I just lock that and then I unlock them when I go to feed in. Is reset effect actually good? Yeah, it's really good. Really, really good. Let's go here, grab that. So level 50 is all content. All content is after you get to 55. Oh, okay, we're done with this. Sweet. Can't progress there. This one we can go back to. This will be on ×2 day. Defeat Doki Doki. Health 3 or higher. Yep. And then this is the Aurora, which I'm never gonna do, so. Damn, I should have kept my gear the way that I had it. Damn. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do the 2. I can't be bothered to gear around too much. So we'll just do Chloros, we use Ting. I know that works. We need Dinah. We need... Where is he? Heinrich? Where's the one piece that he's missing? He just needs speed here. So we'll go speed. Sure, just equip that. And then we just need... That. What's this? Accuracy. Okay, so that's... Where are we? 1, 2, 3, and then Ling Low. Ling Low. There we go. I have Kloss, Freya, Lily, Hellkid, Lilith, Hein, Tiamat, Forge, and Mio. Thoughts on Selector? Okay, you have the Kloss, that's good. Hein, Tiamat. Go Giada. Giada or Ramoka. Either of those should work. But the results are saying Giada. You've rolled 20 speed on your Ramoka count before. I roll any crit damage. Do I have to keep this shit now, or do I keep rolling for damage? You have to keep it. You got to make a brand new count, actually. And you know what? I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. It's better off because you'll definitely find a use for that count. Like, you'll definitely find it. Yeah, so I don't care. It's inefficient as fuck, but it has to be done. Who can use Swift Rush Keen Eye? Flash Fury Edge with White Fang? Who am I missing? Oh, Chloros. Swift Rush, Keen Eye, Fury Edge. I mean, it's not bad for like a PvP character. Like, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that like that's best in slot for, but like I can make it work on the Ting for sure. For PvP, like having that speed is free. By the way, don't do what I'm doing here. I'm just being lazy. I just can't be fucked. Like figure out how I did all the Hell's Fours and shit again. I could probably just do it. Even if I had to manual it, it would have been more efficient. So I just need Phantom Theater, which I'll do later. Up that. Why is Giada considered now good now as a Doki DPS? So they buffed Doki Doki. And pretty much what happened was that because they buffed all the bosses, one-shotting them are much more difficult than what they used to be. So, of course, a sustained damage dealer is going to take advantage of that. So this is where a character like Giada really shines. So Giada became the better option, mostly when she doubles up into Aurora. We already knew that she doubled up into Aurora, which is why she was already pretty high up, and I said that there was definitely a route where Giada was the choice, all the way back at launch. But now that it rewards you for sustained damage, that's definitely the case. As a season reroller, I heard make a new account instead of new count. Yeah, fair enough. And yes, hello Zareth. Do you think Celeste will have use in other game modes or in PvP? I think that she will definitely have use. So what I've said about Celeste is kind of the same category where I feel about Doki Doki. And that is that these are really good characters. But what makes them really good is that they are characters that in like 3 months from now, when we are just able to be focusing on building characters and not just how do we break into the next dungeon stage, we're going to think that these characters, why did we ever think they were bad? Because we're going to have good gear for them, we're going to have the right shells for them, and we're going to be able to abuse the fuck out of what they provide. Right now, we can't do that. We just can't afford to do it. So the only time that we look at those characters and we go, wow, we're seeing their full potential, is when there's finally a situation where they're good in PvE. For example, Celeste, where she's good, like she does something that very little other characters give you the option to do as easily for your account as what she does. And that's going to continue into PvP, mostly as they introduce more characters that are going to be more reliant on their passives. So there's that. And then same for Doki Doki, where she ruins your speed tuning, but the reason is because she's so fast that it's hard to get everyone to be faster before her while also still being fast. When we can get to the point where we have these teams that are just able to dump their load in the first cycle with almost 300 speed, and then also have Doki still be like 250, then push everyone back up and reset their cooldowns, we're gonna be like, how the fuck did anyone, why weren't we all 555ing this Doki Doki? But we're not there yet. That's the problem. And that's why I don't think those characters are good. But I do think that you will find a place for her for sure. And that's why, like, I would still recommend that if the answer to immediately get into Shadowflame Hoyan for most people is the Celeste for Inferno, then it's worth the 2 lattices, like really, because you're gonna use it later. So it's an investment. Well, you'll be farming on 2 times, and what should people do that can't farm Inferno yet? So if you can't farm Inferno, it's fine. I can't even farm Inferno consistently. What I'll be doing is I'll be using it to set myself up so I can do it. I know that my Messiah, because there's people who are already doing Messiah, like worse Messiahs, can farm Doki Doki, so I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to be doing one of 2 things. The first thing is I'm going to be farming for Messiah. Where is he? I'm going to be getting him up to at least the max S thing, because I'm going to be resetting Chloros form. So I'm going to go farm light mats until I have enough to do that transition. And then once I have that, I will transition into him. I'll finish off farming his light mats if needed. But then immediately after that, I'm going to go farm XP. And I'm going to just farm XP until I have enough that I can like 5-star everyone that I want and 6-star them. Because I want to 6-star characters like Rahu, Holden eventually. I want to bring back Veronica eventually. I do want to build Hoyan. I just think that right now she's not that great, but eventually I want to build her, because when you start building stuff for like GVG, I think that it's really nice. Like, obviously, you can just bring Messiah, but in GVG, you can't just bring the same team to every single fight. You can only do 1 fight at a time. So, well, I think that's how it works. I haven't fully looked into it, but if it's anything close to like Epic 7, then I can build like 2 teams that are going to be weak to the Messiah comp, which every comp is. Can't beat it, you just have to accept it. Then I can have Hoyan on the other one, and then you're like, fuck, which one do I bring it to? If both of these team comps that the only answer is Messiah, you can only bring it 1 place. So that's where Hoyan's going to be really good. So I want to build her, because I do think she'll be good for PvP. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Same for Hellkid. And then if needed, I'll do Giada. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see if I can make Messiah work without all the extra stuff here, like just 115. If that's the case, then what I will do is I will actually, no, he's not max dupe, he's only 3. What I will do instead is I will immediately focus on building up her. Because I know the comp that I have right now, if I need to, I can just 5/5 these, and I know I can clear Doki Inferno on auto consistently. Not like 100%, but definitely consistently. Sorry about that. But yeah, I can switch over to I can have both, and I definitely want to build the Messiah anyway, so that's gonna happen. That's not really an option. The reason for Messiah is that I have just a really cracked set for him, and also he's just really good for GVG. Because being able to ignore passives is broken. The only real answer to beating him on defense is to have a lighthouse and like bloodbath and shit. And also because this is, by the way, he is not raised. He has very little, like he still has all of these to get. Well, sorry, none of these, but he still has all the speed to get. He still has all his base stats leveled, and I have this gear. Oh, and I didn't see it, but I rolled these off stream. So it's definitely a Messiah angle, I'll tell you that. And if the answer to Doki consistently for me is just to like 4/4/5 him, then I'll do it instead of Giada. But otherwise, I know I can always go Giada. Can Viper be the sub for Holden and Aurora? Yes. Yes, he can. Does Giada need Lily to be viable? No, but Lily does make everything better, which is nothing new. You've probably heard that a million times. But that's just the truth. Do the gold lattices in the weekly shop refresh? Is that how you get all yours? Yes, that is correct. So every single week, it refreshes. So you can buy that. So every week if you're buying, you will have every 2 weeks you get this one. Every weekly you get you get this pack. Because I reset a lot of my characters that were also being used in the Aurora run, so I don't know how to fix it. You got Hind? Nice. Let's go, Nature. You're the winner. Welcome to the winner stream. Micro lattices are only in the arena shop. They are in the arena shop or the summon shop. That's done, that's done. That's all times 2 or not doable. Okay, sweet. So I'm cleaned up now. So now, it's just back to square one. You got your third Freya from the free SSR. Nice. Did I ever? No, I did not. Hey bro, do you have an Auto Inferno Hoyan team? Yes, I do. And I can gladly show it to you. Where are we? Pop that on. Grab that. Where are we? And Ling. Oh. What were we using differently on her for that run? Oh, just this? Oh, okay. Hey, if it works, man. There are replacements for Silence, but she is the more consistent option. So, you can go like oval over super fast clears, but you have to have like really good speed tuning. I don't know if this is auto or not, so, but let me guess, yeah. Just really good speed. And then, I mean, most of these are going to be like speedrun manual clears for the most part, because they're just doing it to unlock the 10 times run. But you can see here that the most consistent runs that you're constantly seeing is Kazuya or Silence. So those are your two options. Unrelatable dot user, Fent abuser. Yes. Don't sell Fent though. Wink wink. Set that all up. If I'm manually playing Shadow Sonya, should I start with S1 or S2 in the beginning of a fight? S1, and then you want to extend it, unless you have Codex. I don't think you can auto with Kazuya. I haven't tried it because I have Silence, so I would not be the best person to ask for that. What the fuck? Oh yeah, sorry. There is one failure in this run, and that is if Silence decides that she's just not going to land her forgetfulness on them, because then you get beat up. But that's the whole reason why she's in this fight in the first place, to be fair. There we go. This will look more like the average run. If she misses everything, I mean, let's be real. Doesn't matter what you play at that point. It's the good old classic, like, the moment that you try to show someone, it just either starts working, like, this is the problem, and then fixes itself, or, no, look, here, I'll show you the solution, and then it starts failing. It's always that. But the trade-off is that they give me streamer luck, you know? Oh, geez. Like I said, the moment that you start trying to show people, it's gonna just fail. Wait, actually, I should just double check that it has like the upgraded gear at this point, because I think I made some changes that made it more consistent. Let me just double check. 238, yep, 238. 240, yep. I feel like I changed this. Yeah, like we had this. And then I think I wasn't running this. Yeah, I think it was this. Yeah, okay. Man, so this will probably be why the run was failing. Wanted to reset Remolcha to invest into Giada, but I fucked up and used all my recalls, so now I'm stuck just trying to stat check Nika with my Remolcha. Ooh. Ouch. If you're gonna start fresh again, who would you reroll / invest into? I mean... That's a tough one. I mean, I think Giada is always the safest right now. She's just the safest long-term investment. It's not going to be pretty, but she's going to get you a lot of places. Terramaton, you're just going to have to accept that you're stuck at hell for a long time. Resetting Remolcha for Giada. So here's the thing though, like just keep this in mind. The Giada is a long-term investment in the sense that you are never going to get faster than the Remolcha long-term. So if you're okay with just sitting there and having like minute clears, like 1.5 minute clears forever, then yeah, definitely do it. But if you're ever wanting to get to the point where you're having the most efficient runs, you're just not gonna be able to do it without Remolcha. Now you could obviously build up the Remolcha later when it's time, but yeah, I mean, personally, I do think that it'll probably be better to build the Giada. So I think that most people, if you have the option to, it is okay to reset into it. What is going on? I swear. Okay. It's fine. I have a whole goddamn stream that shows that it works. I'm not going to be worried about getting like a bunch of variants. Can I like do anything here to fix this? It doesn't even have to be this. It can't be any faster. It's too slow. I'll just leave it. I can't do anything about it. Kind of believe me. Yeah, that's how it goes. The good old classic. Keep repeat lattices? Yeah. I could switch this. Is it 7? So it's 10 more for Solents, pretty much. Actually, it may be better. Here, this is what I'll do. We'll try to fix this, actually. We'll go here. Swap that. Swap that. There's no level 55 back. Okay. They're all on the fastest. What variation of 5 shells for dot team do you recommend for Inferno content? Codex is good. Otherwise, going ambers and artisans are usually going to be your best bet. Okay, let's see how this goes. We're a little bit faster now. Hopefully this is better. Do you recommend Messiah over Giada for Doki Doki? If you're, I mean, for floor wise, yeah, Giada is better. For cap wise, then it is the, whatchamacallit. For cap wise, it would be Messiah. Instead of I don't have Shadow Sonya for Inferno, Nico would Viper, Vangus, Lily, and Valerian clear. For Nico, yeah, that team would clear. It becomes a stat check. My stat check is mainly like your tankiness and speed. I need help at deciding who I pick at the target banner. I have Rosa and Giada. Should I pick Mocha or Kloss? Probably Kloss in that position. You already have Giada. You don't need Mocha. I mean, the faster Solens definitely helps. Does Giada work at lower stages as well? Yeah, she does. It's just that Ramocha is a little bit faster. It's just speed. But now that consistent damage is king right now in this game, Giada is better. Ramocha is better for PvP though. Because at least with like Ramocha, you can go into, you can get speed from all the Doki you're farming, and then you can use that to cleave people in arena. You can't do that with Giada, unfortunately. Pop that. Are you even bothering to touch Aurora during times 2? No, I will not be touching Aurora at all for a while. To this team, but it's not 100% yet. Gotta be tankier. Yeah, exactly. But it is pretty good low investment wise. Like I am not using like, I'm just using leftover gear with what I have. I don't have to go out of my way to like do anything. A lot of the other teams like that people had and stuff, I would have to go out of my way to build. The only thing I had to go out of the way here was to raise the skills that were required for whatchamacallit, for Solence. Is Valorine going to still be viable in Inferno shell levels instead of Ling Low? Yes, she can still be viable in Doki Doki at least. And she is still really good in what do they call that place again? Termaton. Sorry, all the words are slipping out of me today. Is this enough to clear? I actually don't know. It is. Is there a way to do this without Lily? It's much harder to do this without Lily. I don't know if people have figured it out yet. There's only like a few like dedicated dot teams that can do this without Lily. The one who did it was there was a Obel, Fangus, Shadow Sonya, and Valerian team, but it is really precise. What he said was that he had a 250 Obel, a 249 Fangus, and a 248 Sonya, which was the speed. You can't go any faster than 250 on Obel, otherwise it will ruin your speed tuning. So I don't know what the minimum speed is, but the max is 250. And he needs to have his, Obel needs to have his level 5 S3, and then he needs 190 effect accuracy. Seems to be the magic number, or at least that's what he was at. And his Fangus, he says you just need 551, with as close to 190 accuracy as you can get. Sonya sits on, well, she only sits on like 110, but we know that that's too low. 2 Codex and 2 Artisans. He went, actually, I'm looking at the video now. So he had Codex on Obel, and he had Codex on Shadow Sonya, and then he had Artisan on Valerian and Fangus. That is what he did. Was that a non-Lily clear auto? It was auto, and it was consistent. Hey, Alter. How's it going? Gonna go reset Chloros later. Should I use the mats on Giada, Doki Doki, or Holden? Probably Giada out of all those. Good lord, that's so hard to do early. Exactly, like I said, it just becomes more of a stat check. Every character that you're missing, you have to make up for through raw stats. So, and it's pretty hard to get stats to a certain point, because at that point it just becomes gear luck, you know? Will the times 2 event limit the use of energy? If it's anything like the beta one, then no. Actually, let me go read the tweet real quick, because I know they posted a tweet about the event finally for the Galore. Let me just do this. During the event, no, it just says the time. So I would say right now, no, unless they change it, but I doubt they would change it because I'm pretty sure everyone would actually murder them. Jada needs S1. No, she only needs her S3 and then her S2. For the S2, you don't have to worry about early. If you're like early on, just focus on the S3, max that out first, and then eventually when you start pushing into your later Hells and an Inferno, you will need the S2 maxed. Is there a minimum speed requirement for Inferno threshold teams? It depends on the content that you're playing in. The speed requirement changes, but for the most part, you just want to sit somewhere in the 220s to 240s. But faster is always better generally. But for the most part, it's like 220 to 240/50. For Hein, where should I invest my lattices in? If you're going to invest into Heinrich for lattice-wise, it's definitely his level 3 S2 first, because it increases the damage multiplier on the last words. And then after that, it's his S1 to level 1 for the passive to get a 50% chance to strip every time he deals damage. And then you can combine this with, after that, it's just maxing out his S3 and S2 for damage, really. For Inferno, any Giada Lily comp suggestions? Will Freya be better than Linglo? So when you say Inferno, are you talking Doki Doki? Doki Doki, the team is Valerian, Freya, Colossus/Gray, Lily, and then whatchamacallit, and then Giada. Are not going to save all your energy for ×2? No, I'm not going to be doing the daily restock for 2 reasons, Eli. 1, then what do I stream? So there's the first reason. 2, I would rather farm shells right now, because it doesn't matter if I get really good gear, because I want to push into Inferno, and I'm going to be trying to set up And then like day 1 is going to be setting up the Doki Inferno for me. And then day 2 is going to be farming and reaping the reward. But if I don't have the shells to use, then there's literally no point for me farming the Doki. So it's better off just doing the shells now, so this way I can transition into it. You can always stream RTA. I don't really like RTA though right now. Like I'm not really doing it for I want to sit low in RTA because I don't care about qualify. It's already too late for me to qualify anyway, I'm pretty sure. And it's just going to be either me pub stopping some random, or we're just going to be picking each other's characters, which is like not fun. Like I'm not a huge fan of early game RTA. Like I'll definitely be streaming a lot more RTA once we transition more into late game and we're not really as like fussed about what we're currently doing. Kloss better than Kazuya? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about Kazuya. Yeah, sorry, you need to fit Kazuya in there somewhere. What's your plan for Doki Inferno? So what, you would have Freya, Valerian. Oh yeah, sorry, you cut the Freya and you run Lily. So it's Lily or Freya. And then it's Valerian for your sustain, and then it's Kazuya, Giada, and then someone else, really. Oh yeah, your Claw/Gray. RTA would be better without ban system. Yeah, they should have either introduced the ban system later, like as a mid-season shakeup, or push it to the very, very, very latest ranks, not just Diamond. Because you get to Diamond very quickly. What's my plan for Doki Inferno? So I'm going to be building Messiah, and I'm going to try to see how far away I am from being able to clear with just a 115 Messiah, because I have a really good Messiah once I raise him. If it is too far away for him to be fixed by over-investing into like a 4-4-5, which I'm definitely down to do if that's the answer, then I will be raising Giada as well, and then I know 100% that at least the Giada team clears. That's a good one. It's a really good one. But that is my plan. And then it's just Valerian, Freya, the standard combo, the same standard core that everyone's doing. Nothing too special. Next 2 weeks, what units do you think have value to invest Lattice into non-Lily teams? Just don't want your real builds or what? It's just that real isn't good enough. Like it's not, I don't have the gear to make the real do what it needs to do to consistently clear Inferno. Like, I have to get lucky if I'm going to do the first run clear manual. So auto definitely isn't an answer for it right now. And going into farming and terror is just a little bit troll for me because I already have a good DPS set. So I may as well build, like mostly because I'm being given the reset, I may as well build it anyway, because then I can stat check the terror later. Because I don't need to go back to terror for a while. Do you think it's possible to get Inferno? Oh, sorry, I didn't even answer your question about the non-Lily teams value investment to Lattice. So P-Lattice, honestly, just build PvP units or try to build towards like, yeah, just build PvP units because a lot of the tanks can just eventually stat check the later comps if you're going to play really, really slow with your investment. So you may as well do that and then you can PvP a bit, have some fun that way, or just relax and chill until eventually you just outstat it. If you're just doing it casually. Otherwise, like for your SRs, that's where I feel like the actual investment comes into play. I'd say Viper is really good. Viper's definitely, I think, the biggest one that I think everyone should be investing into. And I think that after him, I think that most people should just wait and keep their eye out to see how well these Kachi the guards are doing. Because if Kachi the guard is doing really, really well, more and more as people start building him for this late game, then you may want to start to prioritize him. But I would say that he's still in early phases and we're seeing like what's making him the answer, or is there just like a better option that we're just ignoring and he's just like happens to be the one that was the most obvious initially. Can you look at the last 2 teams on the fastest clear for Inferno and give opinion? I can build either. And which Inferno? Which one? I'm planning to use Marble, RC, Bayotin, Kazuya, and Molcha to one-shot Doki. Will it work? Yes, it will work, but it is hard to get the stats that you need to do that, because what you need is you need to have, you need to be faster in order to outspeed, because if you get hit at all by those comps, just remember, if you get hit by the ads, there's a chance that your Remoka gets attacked down. If she gets attacked down, it doesn't matter what your stats are. You're just not going to be able to pop the first wave, which ruins the entire run. So that is definitely like the team that I would have done if I was fast enough. But I'm not fast enough because you need like 290 speed on your Marvel. I'm actually really close with my Mio to do that. I think that if I have like better, like slightly better gear, but to do that, I'd have to farm Hell 4 and it's not guaranteed. So why don't I just wait until I have a guaranteed run that's a standard one for, see, 8 out of 0. Like, why don't I just wait? And that's like my idea, right? So if you can get the stats to outspeed and push it back and do that run consistently, then absolutely it will work. Your Emulcha does need count though. What would be the Giada team for Nightmare 2 for Doki? I don't have a Revelation yet. So it doesn't matter. You don't need Revelation on her. You can just build her on Twilight Knight, just like a standard DPS. It's really just run her with Sonya. If you have Lily, run Lily. Otherwise, Freya. Kazuya's good there. And then from there, you can also throw in like a Kraken, or you can throw in like your Gray. So either of those work. For Shadow Hoenn Inferno. Oh, yeah, sure, I can look at it. Yeah, this team is fine. Mind Goblins. Dawns, this is most likely a manual team, to be honest. Because he's probably not just throwing these out willy-nilly. Sorry. So he's probably not throwing out his AoEs random nilly-nilly. He's probably saving them whenever he is needing to CC. So it's probably a manual run. This one is definitely autoable with, for sure. You just need to have this guy at a good amount of speed. But he's pretty slow. I don't think this is... Yeah, this is pretty slow. I don't know if he's able to do it. What you got from today's free, I'm not going to be pulling an altar. I haven't gotten it yet because I'm waiting to do the stuff that I need, like this one, and then this one won't be done until the ×2 event. And then I already have all the characters, so I'm just going to wait because you can get the new characters. So when you get the new characters, like you can get them from there. So I'm going to see if I can randomly get one, if I'm lucky, the next time that a new RGB comes out. If the sorry, I should go through these in order. Remulcha not used for Inferno Doki. She is, but it's easier to achieve like the run with a Giada or really cracked Messiah. And then eventually when we get into the later on parts, you're going to start to see like the very top clears be these weird Yang builds with Remolka or Beoten even. And it'll be like Remolcha and Messiah, and even Remolcha Messiah duo carries later on. We're just not there yet because you don't have the gear to do it. Because it's a damage check, the way that you get to the damage check it is by doing the Infernos. So the entrance is more important than the actual late game. Because eventually you're going to get runs up to a pretty reasonable speed anyway. What matters is being able to auto them. Omega Alpha Ocean. That's an interesting thing. No, not as much. I am actually one of the lighter spenders in my guild. Once the team built codexes, that team can clear with Chiaki the Echo. If your Chiaki the Echo is fast enough, remember you need like 290 speed. 290 speed. It's like 289, I think. 289 if I remember. It's somewhere there. You have to be really fast. And Chiaki's slow. She's only 114, 119 plus 15, I think, something like that. Messiah or Lily or Sonya to reroll. I mean, Vengus works, so I would say Lily. Lily's more important. Lily's the most important. What is the team for clearing Sharon? Only my Linglo can deal with the dots, but she is blue. So the team for dealing with Sharon, at least that I'm going to be building, and that what other people are starting to build, is you have two options, right? The first one is you can build a team like this with Mia. Mia's the answer. And then you build her on like Alicorn or Codex, and the idea is that she will S3 and cleanse everything. And that's the idea, right? And then you just sustain, and then Grandy does Grandy things, as you can tell. So that's the first route. Also, wow, I'm actually going to have a almost better Messiah than Grandy. That's crazy. Very, very close. So that's the first option. Same, you can just use the Ting. The second one is you can start exploring Kachi the Guard. So that's that. So those are your two options, and that's just a DPS check. Messiah or Lily? I've already answered that. I read that. If the Sonya is not on Codex, it's most likely not an auto. Yeah, that's a pretty good assumption. Or if it's not like every single person having like artisans and ambers to dot stall. Is your Messiah max dupes? No, he's 3 out of 5. That's why I said it's close. Like his is always going to be 18% more stronger. Because he's going to have the crit damage and the 10% damage up. Recommended shells. Sorry. Recommended shells for Heinrich. And I really hope that whatever I have finishes up, because I've had it for like almost a week now. I really should do a COVID test or something. Okay. Sorry, I'll repeat that. So recommended shells for Heinrich. If he's gonna be a debuffer, it really doesn't matter. Just Jackal Guard's fine. Damn, Inferno's just a whole different game compared to Hell. Yeah. If you are struggling in Hell 3, Hell 4 right now, it is. You should just focus on getting those online because you are not going to be able to like skip over straight into Inferno. What would be the best pick for the selected banner? Right now, most people would say it's Shiata is the safest one for general gameplay progression. And if you already have her, then you can look into someone like Kloss. For Viper is an important to level for his S3 for Hell 3 and Hell 4 farm. You do want to eventually raise Viper, but he is a pretty low investment character. If we're missing between Kloss and Ramoka, then it's Kloss. Viper. You just want this. And then preferably you do want to get this. You actually really want to get up to this for some content, but it's not as important early on, but definitely want that. And the S1 you can ignore for the most part. It's kind of nice later when you can get this, but yeah, definitely focus on the S2 first. You just pulled Shadow Sonya with the SSR ticket. My man, welcome. This is the stream for winners. You're all winners. What would be the best? Oh, we already went over that. Lily check. Lily check. Yeah, we got lilies. We got lilies. She's speed tuned right now. Not even close to what my top speed is for her. So there's that. I pulled a Messiah dupe. It was sad. Nah, Messiah dupes are the best. Until you get 5. Yeah. What's the max after S3 on Messiah? It is his S2. For the most part, it's his S2. You got Bjorn. Unfortunately, Bjorn is stuck to Purgatory until they decide to nerf Revelation. Let's see. Bro, are we gonna get another juicer drop today? Should I max Lily S1? Or should I go for Giada S2 now that I have Giada max S3? Go for Lily S1. Go for Lily S1 for sure. Have you got your 3 matrix White Fang? If yes, then what set did you get on it? I did get one, but it's not what I want. It's not the one I want for sure. It's a good one though, but like this is definitely usable for sure. They can build this on someone for PvP. Swift Rush, Swift Raid, and then like 8 Onslaught, or even 8 Onslaught, 8 Swift Rush, and then Swift Raid. Not bad at all. What shell for Linglo? Supernova's good on her. Gigabyte's good on her. Let's see. Best shell for Giada? It's Revelation. Thoughts on renaming the game to Lily Restart as a shout out to those who didn't reroll for Lily. Yeah. See, Vulcan was onto something. We all thought he was actually just going insane, but really he just knew better than us. Resetted Mio and sitting on 8 perfect glasses thinking of maxing out Messiah. Bro, every time I've thought about maxing Messiah, I didn't. And now I'm at the point where I'm just going to commit. And everyone that has been telling me not to in my guild, like, they stopped me. At one point, I would have just swapped over to it. But no, I got told, you made a plan, stick to the plan. And then I ended up with a Chloros. Australian brother, Vulcan, large brain, all along. Always has been. What should I farm first with the dot team? Nico Nana is a good one to start off with if you can't do Shadow Flame Hoyan. Otherwise, Shadow Flame Hoyan is really good. Let's go here. So when we do our GP outpost, we'll have that. And we also get these. They were not convinced that that route was going to continue and it was going to fall off in the later stages, and then it just never fell off. And so we've all accepted it. We all accepted our situation, that we're all just hate watchers. And now we got bailed out by resets. Nice. Is a must bring Shadow Sonya if you want to do dot team. I mean, you really only need Fangus, but Lily's actually like more important for the most part. Should you go back farming to Nico Nana for a better White Fang? I'm actually gonna do it right after I complete this. After I do this run, I'm gonna switch over to Nico Nana. Fury Momentum, Fury Edge, or Fury Keen Eye Swift Rate is better for Ting. Keen Eye Fury Swift Rate is probably going to be better, because you'll get more stats. Yeah, because Fury is just so, no, sorry. I don't know why I read that. No, it's Momentum Fury Edge for sure. Fury Momentum Fury Edge for sure. Best except for Lily. Lily doesn't care about anything besides speed. So, if you really need to, you can just put her on Swift Rush, like the one that you get from Doki Doki. But eventually, her best will be Swift Smite. That will be her best. But for now, just try to get the Swift Raid, and then just get one that is going to allow her to run it for her shell. That's it, because 15% speed is a lot. Yeah, definitely Momentum, because you have Fury on both. Momentum is the highest cap in the game. It's just hard to really get the gear to do it. But if you have the gear to do it, then you're good to go. Rosa or Rahu or Holden for last investment for DPS. For a DPS, it's a Rosa. But yeah, just go Rosa. Let's see. What's our history? We suck. We suck. I suck. I was gonna wait for someone to tell me what I'm supposed to guess here. Does Celine only need S3? Need level 3 to S3? Yeah, she only needs level 3. That's why Messiah is so busted. Being universal is a big deal. Yes, it is. What's your opinion on Bjorn? Just pulled him. Unfortunately, Bjorn is in a spot where he should be good, but because of the fact that this shit exists right now in the way that it does, Bjorn is not good. But I know that they're at some point gonna do it. I don't know when they'll finally pull up their big boy pants and make the change and just take the L and then give compensation to the people that are gonna complain. Shit. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I just had to quickly mute. So Bjorn is getting absolutely manhandled by Revelation right now. So it's because this thing just shreds anyone who is like just a tank. It just shreds everyone, just how it is. It's gonna probably get nerfed when they decide to pull up their big boy pants, nerf it, except the fact that they're gonna have to give some compensation in some way, figure out how to do that, and then just say, hey, yep, we fixed it. Sorry if you were abusing it. Or just say, hey, screw you, you abused it. And I'm still gonna complain even when they nerf it just for free compensation because it works. Don't hate the player, hate the game, and then that's it. Will Revelation be good on Deting, or is White Fang still better? Revelation is super bad on Deting. White Fang is way better. It's always White Fang or Count. What is the skill level up for Rosa? It's her S2, S3, S1. Revelation looks interesting who to use it on. So pretty much any character that has multiple hits in their kit, it's going to be good on. So good characters like, so Rosa is insane with it because her S3 will be 3 hits, and then she applies her passive, which because she crit will trigger it right away. So she'll S3 again. So that's 6 instances where you trigger it. No, you definitely want her S2 because of the passive. You really want the follow-up rate. Otherwise it becomes RNG. This one is just damage. So it's definitely S2, S3. If you want consistent. Because the thing that makes Rosa broken is the fact that you throw the S3 up, this gives you 3 hits, and then this procs, and then that's your S1, so that's 6 hits. I actually don't know if it has like a chance to proc Tofu. If that's something, I actually don't know. I'll have to try it. For the most part, all I know is that you use it and it deletes you. Do the first shows have 40 speed, or was it just archive? Only 35? No, I'm pretty sure they I can just check. It's once you upgrade them, unless they changed it. Yeah, 40 speed. Once you get to the 3 matrix line. It's 3 matrix line. So see, 35 if you only have 2. You get extra base stats overall. I have Kloss, Doki, Ramulcha, Bjorn, Messiah, Freya, Lily, Giada, Holden, Mio, Dark Sonya. What do you prefer I select in my targeted summon? Okay, so you have the Kloss, you have the Giada, you have the Lily, so you're already good there. You even have Doki Doki, that's insane. You have Messiah, great. You have Holden, Mio. Damn, who do you even want? You should just pick a PvP character. Yeah. So what you can do is like, you can pick Rosa. So you have 3 options, right? So you can either pick Rosa, who's really good, or you can choose to pick a PvP character, right? Veronica is insane in PvP, like insane in PvP. So you have that, you have Rahu. Wait, you already have Rahu, right? No, you don't. So you have that option as well. So yeah, PvP character, or if you just want a good general character, Rosa. Rosa. I'll say Rosa is probably your best bet unless you really care about PvP. Then Veronica is really good because I'm telling you right now, like scaling wise, you're going to see a lot more Veronicas start to pop up after ×2 day when people can just afford to randomly pull her, like build her up. How long has the tech been delayed until ×2 day? All you need to know is it's Vice. Vice is the tech. We're becoming Asian. We're going to Asia, okay? Pack your bags. Build Vice. Start to take out your translation notes. Maybe learn a little bit of I don't know, what are a couple of Asian languages? You got Chinese, you got Japanese, you got Taiwanese. Wait, no, they just use Mandarin, right? You got, I don't know what other languages there are in Asia. Asia source, actually, they're ahead. They're ahead. Like, they're clearing more than we did. They are further ahead in the PvE content. And they're all using Weiss. They're all using Vice. I don't know why I keep saying Weiss. It's because I want to play Zenless Zone Zero, but I'm addicted to Shadowverse right now. Do you summon all in on permanent summons? Yeah, you want to do that for a bit. Anything else required? Nope, just Vice. Just Vice and your commitment. That's it. What's the Vice tech? Pretty much he is apparently just a really insane tank that's also a healer for your team. That's it. That's it. And he does good damage. Which set is good for Ting? It is Keen Eye or Onslaught or Momentum. Pretty much whatever the best one for your subs are. And then preferably Fury for your 8-piece. Otherwise, early on it's 12-12, like Onslaught plus Momentum or Onslaught plus Keen Eye or Keen Eye plus Momentum. Pretty much just whatever combination best works. Should I stream when? So here's the thing, right? Yesterday, after stream, I went and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to bed. It's like 1 a.m., 1 or 2 a.m. And so I decide to sit down and I say, I'll just play a game or two of Shadowverse and then I'll go to bed. So I'm on my bed and I'm like sitting there and I play a couple of games and I end up playing more than I expect, you know? And I'm like, oh shit, I probably spent like an hour here. Let's go to bed, right? And then I look up and all of a sudden I turn out and I look out the window and there's light and I went, fuck, what time is it? And I looked at my clock. It was like 8 a.m. And so I was like, shit. So I went to bed and I woke up in the middle of the day. So I'm cooked. So that's why I'm also doing a short stream, because I'm going to force myself to go to bed after this. So Shadowverse stream will be tomorrow. I was going to do it today, but then I ended up playing all night and then waking up. And so I was just like, oh crap, I'm cooked. Does that mean I need to start buying basic lattices as well? Yeah, you do. Free to play. Don't have Shadow Sonya. Like right now. Can't beat Terramaton Inferno. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yes, Kachi the Guard is the next tech. So pretty much right now, what Asia has proven to work is Vice is a really, really, really good PvE unit. And also, where's that fucker? That this guy is really good in Terramaton and Sharon. So yeah, those are apparently the two goats according to Asia. Hey, sorry. Yeah, Dorothy as well. But you can probably just use Mia. Seen other guys were doing 24-hour streams? Yeah, they were. Where does Vice okay, so they used Vice. The guy who's like pretty much our equivalent to Grandy, like the rank 1 in like progression, he was using Vice everywhere. Like he was using the same team everywhere. It was like Heinrich, Vice, and then he was bringing like Freya and like double support. That was what he was doing. And he used it pretty much everywhere. You just logged into Shadowverse and got 10 pulls. I guess everyone complaining means we get free stuff. Exactly, that's how it works. Even if you don't agree with why they're complaining, you just complain because it always just leads to free stuff. For Giada, is it S3 and S2 max? Yes, correct. Can it clear Inferno stuff? Yes, it does. That's the reason. It also pushed them further into anti-sync, and also it pushed them further than where we were for the last couple of days. Like, I think there's only like 1, maybe 2 or 3 people now, but like yesterday, like most of them are up to Nico Nana and anti-sync. See? There's people that have literally passed Nico Nana in Asia, or at least are up to her here. And we just got people starting to push past here now that we started to farm Inferno. They've been there for like the last 2.5 days. And like there's people who are like almost completed with the Ember track, like Samba, like these are okay. So now everyone's starting to be here, but this is like when I first started looking at it, which was like 2 days ago when I started like hyping this up. So that's why it's like, that's potentially like the tech. And it's like such a low investment unit, right? That like, even if I tell you to do it, right? And we go through and then people figure out other things later on. What did you actually lose? Not really much, you know? It's just the basic lattices. That's not really that expensive to get. He's probably still going to be useful. Am I talking about Vice? Yeah. Like, he's such a low investment character that it's like, you literally lose nothing mostly after times 2 day building him anyway. Which is why it's like, I think that he could change everything for a lot of people. Okay, let me... Exactly, Reese. You get it. He's everywhere. Exactly. Now you see. Vice is the future. You pulled Lily from the SSR ticket. Welcome to the Winners Club. Welcome, Zuga. This is the stream where winners are. There we are. Exactly. Now you get it, Reese. Where are you going to use Vice? Where am I not going to use Vice? Pretty much anywhere where I have a team that's where you guys would be like, what do I replace for X and Y character? But technically, Vice can go everywhere. For the most part, from what I've seen. Can you show me your Shadow Sonya build in Fangus? I mean, I can definitely show you the Fangus because I'm about to switch to him for Nico Nana. Boom, Silence. Okay, so there's only one piece of gear that we're missing here, so we'll go back here. Change that, so we're missing a shell. We'll steal that from you. And then we'll go here, and we'll put in effect accuracy. And we'll steal that from you. And then... So this is the Fangus build. All that matters is like a good amount of accuracy and speed and then some bulk. And then I think our Lily hasn't been broken. Nope. And then we switch over to Valerian. Where are we? That right, but it breaks it. Yeah, it's fine. Lily. How fast is she? 251. So we don't want much speed. There we go, that's perfect. This should be fine. I haven't seen Vice at all in Aurora. Yeah, but Aurora, it doesn't matter to push into Aurora right now. I honestly don't think that you need to be forcing Aurora until like 2 weeks from now, to be entirely honest with you. Yeah. So, Kelth, that's the one thing where I was a little bit worried yesterday when I was like trying to plan what I was going to do for it. And that was that the damage, it ended up being that they were using Heinrich. So I had to like look around and I asked one of the people that were doing the strategy because they just went and copied them one-on-one. I was like, is the Heinrich really needed? And the answer is that the Heinrich is definitely the best in slot if you have a momentum set. But if you don't, technically any DPS there works. You can always use him with like your Lily Messiah combo. You can definitely use him with like just any standard DPS is good for him. Like Giada works as well. In general, it doesn't matter, just as long as you have enough DPS to get through it. The Ting plus Chloros? Exactly, yeah. So, like I said, the Ting works still, all of them work. It's just about making your run as consistent as possible. And it just happens that Hellkid is able to do everything. He's able to be a DPS, he's able to be the damage support for himself. Like, he just does everything. So that's why so many people were using him, but it could just be any standard DPS combo. There's a way to auto health for Aurora without dispelling the immunity. I used to Ting, Linglo, Lily, Vale, and Freya. Oh, okay. Lily's skill prio is S1. Yes, it is. Hellkid or Vice? Vice, apparently. If you're asking Asia. I pulled a Revelation with triple Momentum Harvest Fury Edge for my Messiah. Do I want something other than Momentum? If you can get a good Momentum set, you probably have the best PvE set for Messiah that you could possibly get. Like, that is by far the best in slot for PvE. Obviously, you would love to see that be Kenai instead for PvP, but hey, you know, we take our wins where we get them, right, man? How do you make Lily buff Shadow Sonya and not Fengus? So that means that your Fengus has more attack than your Lily, and that would be the problem. Bro, this clear with Vice and 33 anti-sync was on 12 June. Exactly. See, this is what I'm talking about, Kalth. Now you're starting to understand why I was going, bro, is this just the answer? Is this going to be what changes Global forever? Because the moment that Global gets our hands on that, everyone's going to be like, oh shit, you know, is this it? And then they're going to nerf him because he's our unit and he doesn't make them money. But, you know, we cross that bridge when we get there, eh? Why Lily S1 is so good? Assist chance. So she has a way to do what is pretty much like a dual attack from Epic 7. So she pulls the unit that she has twin tricked, which is always going to be your highest attack unit, because that's who she'll twin trick. What is he built on? Defense? He's just speed and accuracy. That's it, because he just has so much natural bulk that you only need like 1 HP percent. Do you need to skill up Silence? I just got it. If you're going to use her for Inferno, so wait until you're up to Inferno Shadow Flame and you're like, I want to farm Inferno Shadow Flame. And then if you're doing the dot team, you can turn around and be like, okay, cool. Now I'll go and I'll finally invest 2 lattices into her S3. And then you build her. She wants to be 241, 242 speed, somewhere around there. She ends up being faster like mine. I put her up to 250. I've been really liking it. Just whatever you need to make sure that she's going first. And then the rest of your team is as fast as she can get them. And then speed tune properly. Yeah, so then she's worth it. Issue with the unit that needs nerf, complain until reset, reset, repeat. Thank you for the lesson. Exactly, Kelth. Now we're getting it. We're all on the same page. Finally, we're all scaling. Is there some way I can go check out the Vice team's clearing? So you would need to have an Asian account. And unfortunately, I don't have one. So I just wait until other people are streaming and playing on theirs. And then I go look. Low silence good on anybody, or can I just recycle all of them? PvP, it's really good. I would definitely try to keep at least 10 of them. So when you get a good one for like your late game PvP teams, you can immediately raise it up and all you need is the currency and you're not waiting on the dupes. Any tips to beat Astarte? Marianne, I have not even touched Astarte myself yet. So I would not be the best person to ask about that one. Why is this carrying everyone in the train event too? Yeah, apparently he's just the fucking GOAT. You just can't die with him, apparently. The only place where Asians are apparently struggling, and sorry, I say Asians, but the Asia server, sounds derogatory if I say Asians, but, because you don't have to be Asian to be on the Asia server, but the only place where it's struggling is apparently in Ethernet Rally. There's a stage where they're stuck, where it just says you can't heal. Like, it just says no healing at all. Like, at all. Who cares about Aurora, Kelth? If we can get a god tier Rosa, we're just gonna fucking shred that thing, man. You just gotta relax, take it for a bit, farm your free Teramaton and Doki with Vice Abuse, and then fuck Aurora. We walk up and we fuck her. Okay, that's disgusting. That not gonna lie, she's not my type, but we're gonna absolutely destroy her, man. Like, don't worry about it. Come back to Aurora later, you know? Vice can clear Inferno, Terror, and Doki. Technically she he can for Doki. Now there's definitely better options for the Doki one, like 100%, but you can do it. It's just gonna be really slow. What are you doing in Nico Nana now? Thought the plan was triple revelation. I already have enough. I just need currency, man. But the real plan right now is to sit here and we're gonna roll this goddamn revelation non-stop. Watch. We're gonna get the red. Oh wait. I did the math. Give me a second. So, shit. I need to get the high roll purple or gold or higher. Sorry, I just clicked on stream and I'm stuck on hard terror. Did you say there was cheese for it? Start building up Vice card lake. the rare unit, the R unit, light. Come on, streamer luck, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Streamer luck, do it for the stream. Remember, they will spend money, XD, if I high roll and it looks like it's guaranteed. Then they'll go buy the pack that gives 300 of these. Bro, come on, red attack percentage. Last one? Fuck this game. It's okay. We have more to gamble with, don't worry. Oh, I should just make sure I haven't gotten anything crazy. Okay. There we go. Yep, we can sell all of these. More gambling funds. Yay. Boom. No. Come on. Hit it. Is that better? No, because that's only 130 attack. Come on. Come on. Come here, Revelation. Come on. Give it to me. Boom. I hate this game. Wait, why am I failing all of a sudden? What's the build? Okay, so Vice, when we saw him like 3 days ago on the Asia server and we started like going, wait, is this guy the future? What we ended up seeing was that most people was going to the shell. They were literally just using Black Flag on him. Like they were just using random shit. Like it did not matter. So you can go Black Flag, Jackal, Gigabyte. It does not matter. It literally does not matter what your shell is on him. All you need is you need double effect accuracy, and then you want HP percentage, and then you want as much speed as possible. You just want like 110, 120 effect accuracy, and then preferably have him at like 200-ish speed. Now, when you raise this guy, he will be 100, he'll be 115. So he's not like super slow, but he's not super fast. You can't believe I'm contemplating whether to get the perfect lattice or micro lattice. Yeah, do be doing it. Okay, the tech for us is just use the ting and one-shot her Lamau. Oh, did that just work for you? What is the Vice team, chat? It's just Vice plus your standard team. That's it. He just becomes the tank. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's not that complicated. Where else can I get micro lattice at? It's the summon shop and the arena shop. That's it. You're capped to 10 a week, so just replace Veil for him. Yes, correct. You could just replace Valerian for him. Because he will excess heal himself, and then he will heal the allies. Vice was the answer, yeah. I guess the guy, when he first found it, probably just went, fuck, I'm not building a Valerian. Fuck that. Builds Vice. That's 100% what happens. It's crazy, man. Okay, here we go. What's your plan with Revelation set? I'm gonna put Revelation on Freya. I'm gonna put it on yeah, it's gonna be Freya. What else? I can't think of it. Oh yeah, Freya, Kazia. Put it on Silence. That's who it was. Speed or C damage from Messiah Shell passive? C damage. Definitely damage, damage, damage. So he just hates women and found out gold. Wait, what? The fuck? Where did you get that from, all this? Hey, what? That's wild. Is Revelation the best on Ramolka? No, it's actually her Whis. Whis, worse than Slot Buddy. You want count. You want count. Because the splash damage, it does not include the thing. He avoided building Valerian. You're right, he was actually an incel this entire time. That's why he built, oh, that's why he built Heinrich. It all makes sense now. He wanted to avoid Lily. He said, well, I don't want to build Lily. I don't want to build Valerian. I don't want to build any of these women, so I'm going to build only these Giga Chads. Because he's a Sigma grind set. Which skill of Vice do you want to max? All of them. What are your GVG teams? I can't show that. I will get killed. I will literally get taken out the back and murdered if I show anything GVG related currently. So Vice is just a better Valerian? Apparently that's the case. Please tell the left side main stats of modules on Ting and Giada. You mean the right side? Because it's just going to be whatever gives you the most crit rate and crit damage possible, so you're at the right amount. You can literally just go triple crit rate onto Ting, to be honest with you. And then for Giada, it's going to be crit rate up until you're at 100% or as close to it as you can get without going over cap. And then crit damage. And then if you can go, yeah, and then it's just crit damage. And then like attack percentage can sub out for the crit damage if it gives you better substats. Vice is just infinite sustain, correct. Then what shell for that Vice? Yes, any. Literally any. It does not matter. Yeah, Black Flag or Jackal is probably his best in slot. Oh, and now the twin trick on this, the pivot. Is this enough? Okay. And not attack percentage on Dieting? You can go attack percentage. It's just, it's tough because we don't have like a Fribbles or all that, so we can't really do the exact calculation easily. But generally you do want to spread out your stats to maximize overall damage, but there's apparently not a cap in this game anymore for the crit damage, so you should be able to go as much as you want if need be. Does S2 need to be maxed as well for Shadow Sonya? Only her S1. Only her S1. What leaderboards are you looking at? It's the Asian leaderboards. So the Asian leaderboards, Vice is everywhere in PvE. Am I going to build Vice? Yes, I will be building him this weekend on ×2 day. He is the one that I will be raising. Does S2... Yeah, alright. Answer that. Okay, cool. I was missing some summon coins for the lattices, so sent a multi and finally got 2 SSR and 1 multi. Oh, nice. Easy. Did you end up resetting Chloros? Not yet. That will be this weekend. That will be at the ×2 day. I'll be using my units that I got to go and farm up the light dungeon. And then I will be raising Messiah. Then I'll go farm the XP I need. And I'll go back and I will pretty much be raising Vice as well. And then go from there. Ooh, shit. Wait. That is very usable. Does Asia have any no Shadow Sonya clears on Inferno Nico Nana? Yes, they go Vice. I don't see him much on the module clears, but likely because Sonya and Lily... Exactly, you need to check the recent clears. And for the most part, they already have all their gear, so they're not the ones you need to consistently clear it. Thanks for being the only streamer who reads chat. I mean, that's literally my whole thing. It's literally like... This is not really a stream. It's a massive, like, community gathering. That's it. Because, like, what am I doing? I'm just farming, man. I'm just chilling. On recent clears not there? Okay. For Kenai set, are the first 3 instances of damage increase triggered every turn, or are they a one-time thing? One-time thing. Any updates on the Discord server? So it is set up to the point where it's just being prettied up by one person, who I've asked her if she can do that when she's available. Once it's done, then I will have it up here. I don't know when. I'm sure. I asked her if she can have it done by tomorrow, though. Is there any no Shadow Sonya clears at all? There are some that are just using only Fangus, but it's not consistent. Which content is he getting? From what I've seen, he was used everywhere, like literally everywhere, besides Aurora. Only one time, then the set sounds so bad then. It's actually much better than you think. Now you're becoming like the GOAT content creator for reals. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try. I mean, I just need to fucking post more, but it's hard. It's hard. not enough time. I need to get like an editor or something. So I'll probably look to hire an editor or something. So if any of you guys are like a YouTube editor or whatever, and you want to hit me up in Discord when I open that up, feel free, because fuck, it's hard. I just don't have enough time. Yo, Kyoya, how's it going, man? I'm doing well. How about yourself, Fatty? My day's been good. When is your video out? So listen, I finished stream, I laid in my bed, and I decided I was going to play some Shadowverse for a little bit. Looked out the door, and it was not a little bit. It was actually 7 hours of Shadowverse. So I went to bed at 8 a.m. in the morning. So the video didn't happen. Since I only get 10 micro lives for Vice, how will the skills go? It says S3 and S2 are the most important. S2 being the more important. If only you could remove the curse you put on my account where I got speed and crit on Wellspring set. Hey, listen, buddy, I'm telling you, when we get those HP scalers, we're gonna be laughing. You're gonna be laughing yourself all the way to the bank. Yeah, those really clears for you and for Rosa to tank Messiah. Yeah, pretty much any DPS works. He's just a tank. An insane tank. Does Colossus hacking count as a debuff for the momentum set? Yes, it does. Did you play Ethernet Rally while streaming? I'm struggling clearing the boss's Karoo. I did not. I actually... Yeah, I did not. Because I wasn't really streaming yet. I was only like recording videos at the time. Vice works in Aurora too. So if you can strip, yes. But the issue is that like the best stripper is Heinrich, but Heinrich is their DPS there. Does 5 hacking count as 1 debuff? Counts as 1. Yeah, not 5. So yeah, Aurora is the only place where Vice doesn't really work, from what I've seen. Does 3 RTs and shields stack? No, they overwrite each other though. Well, actually no. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So it shouldn't stack. They're supposed to overwrite because that's what happens with Black Flag versus Artisan. I would have to test it, but I don't have a second Artisan to test it. Rosa to Ting for Nico Inferno plus Vice. Yeah, exactly. Because the whole idea is that Vice will tank forever. And you want to hear what's funny? I guarantee you they're going to nerf him. They're going to make up something like a critical bug again. And then what's going to happen is everyone's going to realize, oh wait, I'm just going to go build an Andrew. Gives them GVG tips without spilling information that gets you killed. So I can give you general GVG advice, which is when you're building your GVG defenses, try to make teams that all are weak to the same thing. This way, they have to choose where to... So, for example, pretty much everything is going to lose to Messiah and Lily, right? So, give up on Messiah and Lily, like, ever beating that. Just accept that one of your defenses are going to lose to Messiah and Lily. And build 3 defenses that are really good against everything else, but really, really bad against that. So this means put, like, people that rely on their passive. So characters like Hoyan on one team, and then on the other team, build a team that needs to be, like, defense ignored, right? And this way... you can turn around and be like, oh, okay, sweet, good job, you brought it on one team, but now the other team you're screwed. That's it. Just stack your weaknesses. That's it. And also try to spread out your speed, mostly during the first week, for sure. Try to stack your best characters in the first 2 teams, because you're not going to have enough gear and stats to build 3 teams. So stack everything on the first 2 teams. That's pretty much it. And I'm pretty sure the Asian guy that just found the Vice are whaling up to... Yeah, exactly. Why no? That's... Why though? That's just... If they do that, yeah, it is petty. It's just, actually, I'm joking. I don't actually think they would have the balls to do it. They'll probably wait, and then they'll nerf it at the end. But I think they shouldn't. Because he's not going to be good in PvP. What's the Vice tech for? So, it's for people who don't have the Lily and Shadow Sonya stuff. Yeah, throw a bait team. Just make the team look scary, and then just throw in like random shells, even if they're level 1, that look real. So this way they at least force themselves to be like, oh, I have to bring this team here to beat that. They end up wasting characters that otherwise could have been on the team that actually has gear. It's probably your best bet. For people who don't want to build Valerian, exactly. Would Vice still be good for Lily Shadow Sonya teams? Yes, he would be. He would just replace Valerian. That's it. I didn't realize how little prowess Vice needs. Exactly, man. It's so low investment. It's wild. I think Valorine with Artisan not as good at cooldown doesn't reduce during Hazy Dream. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why people have been using Artisan on her. I just use Alicorn because it happens to work out and it just gives the good sets for her. So there's that. How's Vice gonna tank infinitely? His ult is 3 turn cooldown. His S1 is 2 hits of 30% to taunt. So you gotta remember that's technically 2 hits of 60% to taunt because you can cap it out at 60% if you have enough effect accuracy. So it's 60% times 60%, which is, you know, not bad. It's much better than you actually think. I don't know, it works. Everyone else is doing it, so we'll see in practice. But if you're a Vice non-believer, it's okay, River. You can wait until this weekend, and then on the ×2 day, it's gonna be one of the first things I do. We're gonna farm it out, and then we can try it out in action, okay? And it's either I will be down very little lattices, because it's just the micros, or it'll be good. Yeah, he was 6-starred in Asia. I'm gonna try him at 5-star just to get an idea for it. If it's like very close and he just needs to be a little bit tanky, then I'll 6-star him. But they've been using him since the start, so even before he was 6-starred. Let's see. Let's just do this. I can only have 2 Vice skills. Which 2 should I max? S2 and S3. S2 and S3 for sure. Vice, Freya, Chloris to taking any and Vice. Yeah, that's spot on, Sedge. What you said, spot on. Are you pushing any sync or thresholds? Everything, Race. Everything's getting pushed. Everything. He's gonna be our savior. Apparently, according to Asia. Any Messiah team? Yeah, I mean, you can use him even at, like, he pretty much just replaces Valorine. So think about, like, when you put in like a sustain, you put in Vice instead. That's the idea. And apparently he's just so broken that it doesn't matter. Very good HP for 35k. If he does work better than Val Shield, I want to see that. So the idea is that they were building him not really as like super tanky. He only had like 25k HP. It's more the fact that he was just so naturally bulky that they were able to run him with a lot of speed and a lot of yeah, a lot of speed, a lot of effect accuracy, and then work off that. So Anubis, the idea behind Vice will be that you can build him to the point where he's just so tanky and sustaining you single-handedly that you can just bring any DPS and it just becomes like, is your DPS is enough that they can't outscale and eventually just one-shot him. How does Asia find all these strong budget strats? Great Wall of China with Kachi and Kazuya, and now Vice. Yeah, and apparently Dorothy as well. Like Dorothy. Apparently she's the GOAT now. Apparently. We're gonna have to see. Can you explain the Vice? Want to know why we should use him? So pretty much he is apparently like the best tank in the game, and it's not even close according to Asia. So there's that. That's pretty much the TLDR. He just has like this passive which just heals forever. It's kind of broken. And taunt is insane, yeah. Because you can, bosses can still be taunted, which is like crazy. 4 DPS, 1 Vice. They were still running other sustainers. They were generally running 2 sustainers with it. And this is why Kachi was really, really good. Kachi started to pop up as well. And then people were like, oh, okay, let's bring Light Dorothy. Yeah, exactly, Tofu, you got it. That's spot on. What set would Vice want? They were just running him on speed set plus whatever they had to get him to be fast enough with 110 accuracy. It's like 110, 120 accuracy, and then they wanted plus 110 speed on him. So that's it. Vice for Doki? Yes, but so the clear that I saw on Asia when they were like starting to push into Doki Doki was they had a lot of like first time clears on Vice. I don't know if it was auto though, but it wouldn't surprise me if they can do it. But also, I don't know if Doki, I think Doki's an exception, but Doki's like really easy. There's a lot of ways to do it without Vice that I don't think that you have to worry about that. Yeah, you just want him to cycle and have a good effect accuracy. Yeah, exactly. There you go, River. Starting to click. And then probably when Vice is tier 5. Yep. Exactly. Taunt for AoE mobs doesn't work. Yeah, the taunt, yeah. But yeah, it's a nice tech. Yeah, it's more for single target bosses, like Nico Nana. Like, that's why it's like Doki Doki won't really be that great. And Aurora because of the immunity. But overall, it's a really good answer for everything else. And for the most part, if you can farm, like, here's the thing, right? You have to think about it this way. If you can farm a really, really broken DPS set, right? Sorry. So think about it this way, right? You farm a really, really, really broken DPS set for your Ramoka or your Giada, and then you go and because you can farm Teramaton with Vice and Kachi the guard, and then also go ahead and farm the shell dungeons because of Vice, then you unlock your pieces there to make a really broken Ramocha Giada Messiah, and that means that you can 100% clear Doki Doki. And if you can 100% clear both Teramaton and Doki Doki consistently on auto, then it's just about farming up the right pieces that you need to eventually just stat check whatever bosses you can't do. So that's the answer. So Vice can help clear Inferno? Yes, apparently Vice is the answer to all of our problems according to Asia. And we're going to find that out for sure this weekend. But until then, we're either going to have to wait. But if you want to pre-farm or prepare for that, or at least save the resources for it, you can. Should I invest on reconfiguring my shells or just finish my Kenai Fury DPS set? Probably finish your DPS set and then do it first. Always finish building up the shells baseline first and then reroll. You have resources to build them now? Not right now. Is my Lily S2 maxed? No, but I definitely plan to eventually do it, just not right now. I have to see what I'm working with at the end of this week, resource-wise. It's so funny because I finally put Shadow Sign and started building her, and you're telling me I could have built Vice all along. Listen. At the end of the day, you have to understand there's a little bit of a game with content as well, Hazel, you know? We all go through these hoops. We got to make content one end, and then we got to move on to the next, you know? Nothing I say is smoke bombing, because this works. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, this works better than the Vice. But if you don't have it, Vice is the answer. You want to cry so badly. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay. You won't work with this. I'll accept the fact that I'm always going to be behind in PvP content because I get the optimal units so late. Exactly. That's the thing. Like, don't rush it. Unless you are going for, like, top 1 in the server, which in that case, you can't be watching me. You have to be figuring things out on your own in that case. If you're going to follow along, that's great. That's fine. Perfectly do it. But be patient. Be as efficient with your resources as you can. Don't worry about being the first one to do stuff, right? Just wait and then see what the tech's happening and then go it. Shadow Sign, yeah, Shadow Sign is still insane. So you're telling me for Sonulus accounts, Vice is the savior? Yes. Vice will be your answer. And you will get to see him this weekend. So if you're not sure, just wait. Yeah, the attack down on him as well is very nice. Now I want to just use energy on XP for ×2. Yeah, XP and GP are definitely the best. Like, honestly, I'm going to be honest. I think people that are planning to, like, do shells, do modules in ×2 are kind of trolling themselves. You should spend the first day really just using as much as you can to get yourself in a position where your account is good enough with just the, with just the XP. Like, get your GP, get your XP, get all that access, and get all those characters that you plan to build at some point set up, or at least the resources so you can immediately do it, because that's going to be the best case scenario for your account long term. Even though it's slightly weaker immediately, because over time, you're going to spend a lot more time in the modules than you are in the XP or GP outposts. So getting the value out of that, like, long term, it will be better. It won't be the immediate, like, reward when you get good gear from the module stage, but long term, building up that baseline is always better. So I'd say pop what you need there to get to that point, and then your access, take that as a luxury into the module stages. Who do you use alongside Vice? Kachi? Does Kachi need Lattice Historic? Yeah, you do need to get his S3 to max, apparently. GP Outpost Investigation Outpost is going to be my first day. Exactly. Exactly. Tips for Hell 2 and up for Doki if you don't have Mocha and Giada. And you don't have Messiah either. Damn. Okay, I guess you're building Viper and Vice, and you're... Good luck. You're building Viper, man. You're building Viper. That's the advice, Borgie. You have Messiah? Oh. Then just build... still build Viper. Just build Viper, he'll fix it. What will be the Vice team then? Listen, the specifics we're still figuring out. We're gonna have to try everything out. We'll find that out on this weekend. I gave you the Vice details, okay? Let's not make me show the entire bag here, you know? I need content. And you'll be at times 2 day anyway, so you'll be able to see it live what you need to farm up. You know? It's 2 days. You're not gonna miss out. Just calm down. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. Just relax. Should I build Mio? I just got her, but I got a good team with Lily. I'm not keen on PvP at the moment. If you're not going to really focus too much on PvP, then Mio is kind of whatever for the most part. But PvP wise, Mio is the fucking GOAT. Yeah, so just hold off on her. But eventually you'll want to race her on her S1. Have you tried Rahu? I can almost clear Inferno Doki with a Rahu team. Rahu's really, really good, but it's very, very slow. Put the fries in the bag. I've seen Mio played a lot with Vice. Yes, because it's control, right? If you can use control, because not every place allows you to use control. But being able to just push them back and control them means that Vice is cycling and healing. It just helps with that consistency. And then Kachi's there because of the immunity, so. You don't need it. It's just some areas you really do like the immunity. Like some areas it's really good. I don't have Rahu as well. I take way too much damage on Inferno Nico. Any advice? Build Vice. Oh, wait, that's perfect. If you need advice, just build Vice. That's perfect. 10-minute clear, I'm in. Exactly. Hey, think about it this way. If it's 100%, does it matter? That's the thumbnail, by the way. My new advice is just build Vice. That's perfect. I've coined it. I've trademarked it. If anyone else posts it, I'm just letting you know, you are a fraud. Wait, I lost an RTA earlier to a Vice, Mio, Kazuya, Rev, Kraken, and never got to play the fucking game. Asia is crazy. It's already starting to bleed out. The virus is going everywhere. Soon it will hit global, and then they're going to be like, what the fuck just happened? Running the same team as you, but I got clapped. It's just a stat check. It's just speed check at that point. Hey man, how do I build a dot team without Shadow Sonya, but with Lily? Fangus. Alright, let's try again on those rerolls, shall we? I didn't get anything good, so bye-bye. There's 3 more rerolls on top of what we have. Messiah. So where are we? Messiah, Shell, Empower. Hit. Come on. Hit. Give me percentage attack. Attack percentage. Attack percentage. Come on, bro. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Please, XD. Please. I promise I won't complain ever again about anything. Come on. Last one. Boom. I hate this game. I hate this game. How many pods should I pop in GP outposts in the XP stages? So it just depends on how many characters you're trying to build. The more characters you build, the more you're gonna have to pop. So just I think it's like on average you need 200 XP to like be enough, like 200 stamina per character. So just count how many characters you plan to build, and that's how many you need to pop. Who's a better stripper, Viper or Holden? It depends on the content. Specifically for Termaton, obviously it's Holden because you can't really use Viper there later on. Otherwise it's Viper. For GP as a baseline, how much just complete? Oh, I have no idea. I haven't counted how much it took to complete those GP achievements. I have no idea. Depends on what kind of stripping. Oh, Reese. Jeez. That sounds like a cancer team. Okay. Yeah, just counting each character, and then I think you're gonna need like, I think it's 200 if I remember the math. So definitely those. So yeah. Is Hein just dead because of Holden and Viper Tech? Well, DPS Heinrich would say otherwise, according to Asia. But yeah, you don't really need it. It's just replacement. But a lot of people will eventually transition into Heinrich for like later on faster clears. Exactly. Kelth is starting to finally like go through. It's so fun to watch people go through the motions. The, oh my god, this changes everything. The, wait, what about this? Or, oh my god, that's how we're like seeing someone else go through it. Like you're literally just going through the same motions. And yeah, bro, it's just crazy, eh? Why do you team up with Vice? Because, wait, we're actually back? Exactly. It's just like that. You just, oh man. Now you guys understand why when I show the tack, I put the pog emoji of my character on there. Because that's exactly how I feel. Who would team up with Vice? Who do you not team up with Vice? It's just any DPS, and then your buffers, your standard supports like Freya and stuff. Mio's good for control. Kachi's good for like your immunity. Same to Effect Axe and HP build. I actually need to look into how to build Kachi today. I only just started looking at him. All I know is that we're gonna build him. 3 Mio, 3 Messiah, 2 Oh yeah, the most important thing. Everyone will have a max Duke Vice. So the only difference is gear difference. And I guess shell difference. I have 17 different SSRs, but no detain. Should I still be pulling on Perm to try to get him or just play and progress without him? You can definitely play and progress without him. There's other options. I have like dupe 10 Kachis. I'm so happy. Is it the, oh, like the dark one? I want Lilith so bad. She's a good PvP character. I'm going to say my joke again because you didn't read it. I think it was funny. Your thumbnail says it's Vice. More like Vice. Vice ad. Vice ad. Oh. See, I like rhymes personally, but it was a good one. I got it. I got it. Yeah, you're right. It is a Vice ad for sure, man. No fucking way. Streamer lock. Oh, shit. Fuck. I can't beat the allegations, guys. I actually can't beat the allegations every single time. Oh my god. Just remember, guys, when you're subscribed to the channel and you come here, you are joining Winners Queue. You are joining the Winners group. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to like the stream, and then you can get your very own gigabyte just like this. Okay? But until then, it's not possible. What is Ether Plague? It's accuracy and HP. But to be honest, it's just this by itself, but this is nice. What is it good for? Linglo? It's good for like your Kazios, for your Kazias. If you, well, there's that. It's good for pretty much anything, really. There's just so many characters. Oh, there's so many characters that want Swift Rush Time Weave. And the Ether Plague is also good because you can just go 8 Swift Rush. And if you're fast enough and tanky enough, then it's insane. Pretty much any support that you're going to be spamming, like, this is really good. Silence. This is insane on Silence, by the way. This is insane on Silence for PvP later, like after the rev nerfs, of course. Wait, let me go lock it real quick, man. Let me just make sure that's locked. All right, where is it? Yeah, that would have been awkward. let me just lock that one real quick. What modules in Shell will Vice be using? So he wants like Jackal or Black Flag. You can still use him on Black Flag until you can upgrade to a Jackal. But you just want him on speed and accuracy. That's it. So Swift Rush is definitely your best go. And then you want as much HP on top of that. So, but definitely value. Try to get him to like 220, 230 speed. Preferably 240 if you really can, if you have really good gear. On Jackal / Black Flag. And then you also want to put him on double effect accuracy he wants to be 110, 120 effect accuracy. And then he wants as much HP as possible. Who do I want Codex for? Don't have a dot team. You want Codex for Veronica. You want Codex for Kazia. You want Codex for Kloss. You want codex for Dyna. You want codex for Hellkid. You want codex for Silence. You want codex for Mio. You want codex for Freya in some compositions right now. You want codex for Valerian once it's not bugged anymore. You want codex for Fangus. You want codex for Marvel. You want codex for Holded for sorry, I'm running out of breath here. For Holded for Teramaton. You want codex for technically Suki could use it. Definitely Chiaki the Echo can use it. You want it for Doki Doki can use it. You want it for... Should I go on? Do you want me to go on? I can go on if you want. Yeah, it's a good idea to get codex, by the way. Can't wait to fill my inventory with every mythic maybe next year. Yeah. Next year. What's a good module / shell for Ramoka? So modules, you just want preferably as much of raw stats as possible. You don't actually, like, momentum is obviously best in slot, but Kenai is actually not that great for her, to be entirely honest with you, outside of PvP. But you want, like, actually onslaught's best. She just wants raw stats, because raw stats are going to multiply into our splash damage. Any plans to reset Chloros? Yes, I'll be resetting Chloros at the end of this week. I just need to make sure I have enough time. Ends in 4 days. It's in 3. Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to be doing it at the after I do my GP outpost, because I use him in my light outpost clear. So once I clear that, then I will come back. Hey Koya, I'm taking an early night. Good luck on the rest of the stream. Okay, see ya, Reese. I'm also going to probably finish in the next like half an hour anyway, so you're not really gonna miss out on much, mate. Unless we get a crazy pull, crazy drop. But I think this is our one crazy drop for tonight. So there's that. Man, you guys all wanted me to continue. That's crazy. Let's pop it. Yeah. Let's try this again. We get 4 hits here. I'll spend more. Man. I am gonna go to the doctor's tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. No, fuck. I hate this game. Fuck. It was for content. It was for content, I promise. We'll fix it right now, I promise. It's okay. We have 3 days to fix it. Oh, thanks, Cal. You made that feel a lot better. Okay, fair enough. We just downgraded for fun. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. We could have just never gotten it ever again. It's minus 30, actually. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna hit the attack percentage anyway at some point, so at the end of the day, it's not gonna matter, right? Like, it's like, come on, let's be real here. I hate this game. I hate this game, man. Fuck. It's okay. It was good content, at least. I'll tell you that. Damn, man. I blame you, chat. What the fuck? Man, why don't we just end it? Just keep save some time. Pop that. Don't think Vice can fix that. You're right. Thank you, Silette. I'm glad to know that you guys are here to comfort me through my trying times. That was the trade-off for the gigabyte. Hey, I can't believe that fucking happened, man. Oh, man. Oh yeah, that actually was the best one that I could have gotten, because I like the only other one is this one, but we don't care about this. This one at least has accuracy and HP, so it's useful. Well, at least she did. Throw some Shadowverse and you'll be good. You're right. You're right. Every time I get 30k of this, I just want to go back and reroll. Just watch, it's all good. We're gonna get the one that we want right here. Just give it to me, please, 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 please. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. So Vice and Kachi are the secret tech. Yes, yes, they are. They are the future. The future, man. Yeah, I'm smiling. It's okay. Everything is all right. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong at all. I haven't even attacked today. I'm interested to see. Fuck. Sorry guys, give me a second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Secret tech for what? Secret tech for everything. All the problems will be solved when you get Vice. So that's all you need to know. Just start building Vice, the rare character. Is there anyone who wants to use Law of Silence? There's a lot of characters who want to use Law of Silence. There's a lot of characters that you want for Law of Silence, but it's more of a PvP shell, not so much a PvE shell. Is there anyone who wants to do? I've already read that. You're not farming for 12 Keen Eye momentum for Mocha. So right now I don't need that because I'm going to be transitioning into Messiah anyway. Is Kazumi Kazu also part of the tech? No, but she is still really, really good for Doki Doki, and Revelation's broken on her. But anyway, what I was trying to say before my scientists decided to say fuck you, TLDR is I'm interested to see how GVG goes. I can't show too much right now, but I will at least be able to show my attacks. So pretty much this there's a pretty big gap, so I'm hoping that this is just like PvE wise and not like we're just gonna stat check everyone. There's some good guilds here. I'm interested to see Elite, Oasis, Eden, Celestials. I know about Abyss. I know about Lunaris, because they're just secondary. I think Lunaris, if I remember correctly, is the sister guild of Oasis. So there's that. There's Madness. There's Bacchus 7 from E7 as well. Fleet is here. Vanguard's here, and then Renegades are here. So that's good names here. So I'm interested to see how GVG goes for sure. But we're not allowed even. I was told specifically if I click on that, I will be murdered. Not Reverie, the red one. Oh, the red one? I mean, there's some fun cheese you can do, but it's probably not needed. Going Messiah instead of Ramoka for Doki Doki? Yeah, I'm going to be trying to clear. So pretty much what I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to lock this before I make any further mistakes today. What I'm going to... Oh, this is terrible. what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying to make Messiah work in Doki Doki because I have a really good one after I raise him up. It looks like it should work out and it should be able to clear it. If it doesn't, and it's too far off that even just raising his S2 for like just raising the stats is not enough, then I'm going to instead go and raise up Giada instead. Yeah. Inferno, by the way. Nah, it's not good enough though. 8-8. So this is a dead shell. I mean, I'll keep it in case there's ever a situation where none of the 12s are good, but it's not that good at all. A crazy Messiah modules, including Fury Edge, crit rate 1, but just missing the Revelation, the reset. Yeah, exactly. It's that. If you could, would you reset Remolka? If I had enough resets, then yes, I would, but I'm only have 1 reset left. But like, it's fine. I'm not too worried about it because I can still use her in PvP. Sorry, GVG, and she's also good in PvP. So this way I have 2 cleave options when I'm trying to draft cleave. I can always go, okay, well, it's either I have Remolka or I have Messiah. They can only really ban one, so they're going to have to ban a support instead and try to hope that they're able to tank it out through other means, or they're just going to lose anyway. Is Vice a better tank than Viper? Yes, but they also can work together, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to have to see. We're going to learn more about the Vice as we go in terms of the specifics and the best teammates and how to really min-max it. Why are you resetting Chloros? Because I'm going to have a really broken Messiah, and pretty much I don't need Chloros anymore because he's only really good for Termaton. And everywhere else, Messiah is just as good or better, besides like Guild Boss. But even there, it's pretty good because you need Rosa as well. So should I reset my Rosa to get her lattice from Max S2? Not using her anywhere yet. I mean, you're going to eventually use, but if you don't have any other resets that you're prioritizing and you have no other use for it, then yeah, you can reset it and rebuild her up later. So you can use those lattices somewhere else for now. Can I see your Messiah gear? Yeah, sure. Just quickly. Why you reset Real to Messiah? I'm not resetting Real Mocha. I'm keeping Real Mocha. I'm resetting Chloros because I'm not using Chloros. I will still have places to use Real Mocha though. And I need the extra lattices if I end up having to go a different route. So just note, he's not leveled up yet. Doesn't have any skills or anything. And this will be his gear. I'm off to bed. SV kept me up. Have a nice rest of your show. Okay, see ya, Kojo. Thank you for joining me. See you tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah. Chloros is just too expensive. Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like that. At least if I invest that same amount into this guy instead, it will be significantly better. But yeah, so this is missing like plus 15 speed. Well, technically plus like 21, 22 speed because he'll have 6-star. And then he's also missing a lot of base attack. So this is why his attack's low. He'll actually be more in the 3.4k range after he gets, because he's missing 300 base attack and then that multiplies on top of all his attack percentages. So he's going to be at like 3.5, 3.6k, I think, somewhere around there. What are the priorities in red matrices for most damage dealers? Kenai, Fury. In the red matrices. Oh, you mean the sets? Yeah, it's like Kenai. It depends on the character, but usually Kenai's really good. Momentum's really good if you can get the gear from Aurora, of course. Momentum's good on everyone, Wolf. So Momentum is the best PvE set because it's Rage set from Shadowverse. It's literally just that. So if you can get the uptime on Momentum in PvE, it's really good. It's much harder to do that in PvP though, where people are going to disrupt you. So generally, Rage set from Shadowverse, from Epic 7. You're right. Sorry, did I say Shadowverse? From Epic 7. So yeah, Rage set from Epic 7 is pretty much the same thing. And the idea is that if you can get that uptime, then yes, it's better. But otherwise, generally, Kenai is better. So that's the same thing. Both are good, just different instances. They're better than each other in different instances. Like PvP-wise, I would almost always want this because in PvP, you're just going to Lily straight into Messiah. You're not going to have anything else. So Kenai is better because you're not going to have any debuffs on them. You know? And Messiah and Lily are the skill priority for S3 for Messiah and S1 for Lily. That's spot on, Nate. Fury over Harvest. Harvest is the best in slot. But again, it depends on your gear. So I have really, really good, like this is a great piece. This is an amazing piece. And then this piece is just the one that I have, and it actually rolled pretty well here. And then I have two of these. But if you take a look, and we take a look at my, where is it? My harvest. Yo, where's my harvest? Okay, well maybe I have Kenai here. Let me check. You know? Oh, it's a 2 set. Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it. So again, it's about adapting based on what your best account is. And in this case, my best setup is with Fury. So Fury will end up being better for me because it is just generally, I mean, that's usable. Actually, that's pretty good. I could see characters coming out that use those sets. So there's that. What day was the double drop again? It is on the 21st. So it is on June 21st, 4 a.m. SVT, whatever that time zone is. And it will run all the way until the 23rd, 4 a.m. SVT. So Harvest of Momentum is the best for PvE. Yes, if you can get in a dream world. Oh, server time. Duh. Okay, yeah, true. If you could pick and choose every little thing, Momentum Harvest would be the best. But we don't live in that world, unfortunately. So there are 2 different sets. Whatever is your best substats, you're going to want to try to aim for that. But then again, it also comes down to the fact that if you end up hitting like one or the other, then that's the better one because that's the one that you can build. You know, if you have to sit there and farm for a really specific shell forever, and you could just slightly downgrade your stats but have the right shell and setup right away, then that setup's better. It's all about a resource trade-off. Yeah, exactly. Gotcha. It's just another Whales game. Free to play will leave soon. I mean, that's all gotchas at the end of the day. Like, if that's like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, at the end of the day, all gotcha is it is a Whales game. Okay, the free to plays are there to, like, okay, from a company perspective, they see the free to play as marketing. Okay, you guys, if you're free to play, you're marketing for the game because you're putting in the time and effort in creating this amazing community. That would not be possible without the free to plays. 100%. The only reason I have the viewers that I have right now is because a large majority of you guys are either light spenders or you're free to plays, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. From a company perspective, though, they see you guys as marketing. You are there so players like me and other whales will come and we will see that it is okay and it's worth our money to invest into it as a community. So that is the trade-off. And then the whales are there to fund the server so they can make the money so they can then put out the content for all of us to enjoy. That is the ecosystem. So to say that they're going to leave soon, like, that's standard because the free-to-plays generally are either going to like the game and stay, or they're going to see the next new hottest thing and go, maybe I'll try that and maybe that will be the game for me. And it doesn't matter. That's perfectly fine. That's the name of the game. So I don't think like saying that's really adding anything. Like, I would say that the reason that free-to-plays are going to leave isn't going to be because this game isn't good or anything. It's because there's problems with the progression right now. Mostly when we get into later stages where it's just going to be too tedious to get there. But yeah, anyway, that's just my 2 cents on that. Is Battle okay for Aurora? I mean, for Rosa? I don't know why I said Aurora. For Rosa, yeah, it's solid. It's okay. If you have really good crack stats on it, then for sure. But honestly, you're going to want to go with something better. Like, she doesn't proc it when she gets her. So whenever you get a crit and you proc the follow-up attack, it does not proc Battle Will, apparently. Again, I haven't tested that. That's just from someone else who's tested it, and I'm just spitting that information. If I'm wrong, I'll update that, but right now, that's what I've been told. It's very likely they'll nerf Inferno soon. Wonder if it'll be before or after ×2. Probably after ×2, so this way they can, you know, gauge to see if anyone figures it out, because they're clearly not interested in doing it right now for whatever the reason is, but they definitely need to. I think that if they don't do it by, like, in the next 2 weeks, I think we will definitely start to see a lot of people start to just go, why would I stay here when there's games like Duet Night Abyss going into beta and Never the Evernesk also going into beta, and there's all these other games that are going out right now? Like, this is the time of year where there's so much competition that they need to be better than their competition. They can't just sit there and just wait and let things go out. So yeah. Nerf on Inferno? Yeah, like, make them easier. Just had a debate on World Chat about running which shell for Val. Mine was Gigabyte or Yeah, I mean, people can say what they want. At the end of the day, you want to know what a real best in slot is? It's actually Amber. But we don't want to have that conversation yet, do we? So, and it's actually technically supposed to be Codex, but it's bugged. So, yeah. But they haven't patched that because there's more critical bugs, because those make the game too easy, apparently, for progression. I just got Heinrich. I haven't heard too much, except Asia is playing him as a DPS to build him when 2 times hits. I would say Anson, you can definitely look into building him if you want, if you like him. But he's pretty much just used as the DPS option of choice over in Asia, but after discussing it with the people who are already doing that strategy, you can replace that with any standard DPS. What should I farm right now? It's a level 53. I can't do Infernos. If you can't do Infernos, your best bet right now is to try to farm up specifically just your Hell dungeons. Really try to improve those 3-piece sets that you can get access to in the Hell 4s. That's your best bet. And if your shells are not perfect already on their like substats, like try to go and roll their passives, so then you can just farm for just the currency and try to improve your sets. You want to try to really get to like 12 sets. A good set that you can farm, if you don't already have it, is you can try to farm up a good 12 Swift Rush, 12 Time Weave set. That's a very good high-end late game set that will stay on your account forever if you get a good one. So definitely go and try to farm that up with Halloween, specifically from Sharon, because it's really hard to push into Sharon. It becomes a stat check. The people that are able to farm her right now are the ones that are, like me, that just got access to these Fury Edges. For me, I'm delaying that clear because I need to go actually reset my Messiah. But if I turn around and built the right characters, I could probably push in and force that fight to be my victory. Actually, no, because my Ting doesn't have a 6-piece set yet. I'd have to go do that. But there's that. Some YouTubers did the math on DPS. They found out that Onslaught Battle Will is the highest damage, and after that Onslaught Fury, but it's more consistent. This is excluding 6-piece sets from Inferno. I would need to see that video because I saw a random YouTuber that I haven't seen before post a video about doing it, and one of my guildies said that they did the math and that person pretty much did all their math wrong. I don't know if that's the same person that you're talking about, but I would need to see the video before I say anything else on it. I would love to see the math though. If the math's there, that's great. But again, at the end of the day, your best damage, it doesn't matter what set it is. It's always going to be like, also my question is, they said Battle Will, but are they including the fact that Battle Will is actually triggering? If they're just saying that just the raw stats are better, I'd be surprised. Because obviously if you have the best case situation, then yeah, I mean, sure, Battle Will is going to be better if you're always proccing it, but it's only 25% of the time. So if it's only better 25% of the time, they did it all wrong. Yeah, see, okay, so it is that one. Yeah, so apparently there was a video that came out and someone did the math and they just did all the math wrong, and it's just not usable. I'm not trying to be mean. I haven't watched it, so I won't really say anything besides what I've been told. But I've been told that someone put out a video, and if it's Pika Gaming, then sure, maybe it's not them, and that all the math was wrong and that it's irrelevant. So I would say it's definitely worth discussing. But I don't see how Battle Will would ever be there, just raw stat wise. Maybe if they're including the proc chance, then it's okay. But again, like basing your damage based on the chance to get an extra entire hit, of course it's going to look better. One proc. I mean, I'd have to see the math. That sounds like anecdotal, because there's definitely been runs where I've had Battle Will on characters in the past and I've gotten 0 procs as well. I mean, there's definitely characters where like Battle Will's good because it is a lot of damage when you proc it. But yeah. How much pulls should I do before deciding on targeted banner? I would recommend 120 pulls into the standard banner, so that way you get on average 2 to 3 SSRs, and then you can make a decision based on what you have on your account. At the end of the day, BAS slots doesn't matter. What matters is, what do you have access to that rolled the best for you? Because like, if you have the perfect set that's best in slot, but you have dog shit substats, you are just going to be weaker than the person who's playing with a weird set combination that's just getting more raw stats than you. So I would always take those videos with a grain of salt. It's always good, like mostly in the later game, to like try to aim for something. But it also just depends on what you have, because if you don't have the shell for it, it doesn't matter. So just play around what you get. Don't really worry too much about the BIS in this game, at least right now. Maybe a month or two in, when we get to like Epic 7 level of content where we're only farming BIS stuff, then we can have that conversation. But I think right now that's pretty irrelevant. Even if it's done accurately. How's it going? Do you know if there's a huge difference in drops from Hell 3 to Hell 4? Yeah, there's a pretty good difference, because you can't get access to... So in Hell 3, you can still get the pinks, but you can't get pinks anymore in Hell 4. So it's always going to be either a... It just comes down to if you get the 2 matrix or the 3 matrix. Best shells for Kazuya the Reverie. So the best shell... It really depends on your speed tuning, to be entirely honest with you, but generally... The best one that you can do is Gigabyte is good on her. Jackal is really good on her. Technically you can go with Artisan Stack, and I've heard some people say it's good. But yeah, Gigabyte or Jackal are going to be your best bet. But if you can get a good Halloween, that is also really, really insane on her. Codex is good when you get to the one-shot comps. It's not good early on. Because... Come on, S3ing the first wave of Doki Doki, where you're primarily using her, it's not really that useful. Oh, and right now, Revelation for PvP. Can't forget the Revelation and PvP shout out. How could I? Yeah, Codex is better though, when we get to a point where you're able to just one-shot the wave. Like, if you can get to the point where you're having, and like, this is the level of gear that you need on Kazuya for Codex to be better for her, and that is that you need to have at least one character be 280, I think it's 288, 289 speed to outspeed the first wave, and that character to be Mio or Marvel, and then you push back the entire comp, and then Kazuya goes and she is 220, I think it's 215 accuracy if I remember the math, and then she sleeps everyone, and then Codex resets it, so then you do one shot the wave. And then you come back on the second wave, and then you kind of repeat the same thing because you have Codex. When you get to that point, Codex is the best one. But until then, the best one that you can have if you're doing those runs where you're just doing consistent DPS is actually Halloween technically, or it's Gigabyte and or Jackal, just because it's going to let you cycle as much as possible. So then if you also have Time Weave and Swift Rush, those type of compositions, then you're going to be able to trigger them more often. For Dating... Oh, sorry, there's a lot of questions here. What's Marvel build? Is he still legit? He's still legit if you get him. He's really good for PvP. He's just speed and accuracy. That's all it is. And then Codex. He's really good now that you have access to Codex again. For the Ting, is it better Fury 8, Onslaught 8, or Onslaught 8, Momentum 12? Definitely Onslaught 8, Momentum 12. Do you think Mio will ever be as good as Kazuya for Doki? I mean, later on, you can just use her as your opener because she's faster than Marvel. And then she's just a better version of Marvel for that. Just build Kazuya with Revelation? Yeah, for PvP, you can definitely do that. It's only Mio and Kraken. Oh, yeah, for the freeze? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we got a few of these. Wait, it's reroll time. You guys reroll on accounts, I'm rerolling this. Oh yeah, definitely. Mio with Codex is insane. 13%? Wait, I need to do this math. Let me go. Okay, so fun thing, you can actually exit out of here. And you can go check stuff, and then you can come back to it, and it's still offered to you. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to check. I need more than... I need 181 or higher to do it. So it's 1302... 0.13, sorry, 1302 times 0.13, 169. All right, this is better than the current one that I have because it's 169. It's how much it will give him. So it is better currently. Ah, we're out. They cut us off. Actual communism. Low-key, rolling shell passives drains your USB sticks fast. Yeah, it does. But it is a really good way to get super, super ahead later. Make sure I'm not going to sell ones I'm going to regret. A SR only account. See, that's the thing. I'm happy that there's enough that you can do that and you'll have a lot of success doing SR only account challenges. So best of luck with that. The problem is they need to give even more. I think they need to be a lot more frugal than they already are with the evolution lattices, because there is enough answers that most of the time you can probably just answer everything with SRs if you really put in the effort. People are having 300 speed? Yeah, exactly. But that's, you gotta remember, for those Mios, because Mio is a pushback, you can put all your speed on Mio, so you don't need anything else besides that. No micro lattices. Yeah, it's crazy. It's easier to get evolutions, though, than the micros. Alright. Try again. Give me the red for content. Red for content. I don't think it's a bug, but I don't think it's intended. TLDR, though, is just that it's max HP% damage. They probably just need to nerf it. I don't know if it's intended or not. It's just that it's just a lot of like true damage that's max HP shred. So you're just gonna take like 48% of your HP for no reason at all. We'll get it. Not today, but we will one day. How many more do I have of these? I have none. I'm tapped out after this. I'm tapped out. Damn. Actually, what I can do... Where's my gigabyte currently? It's here. There we go. It's been done. Not bad. Any substitutes for Chloros? Any color allowed? I mean, Messiah. Messiah. Who's Codex best in slot for if you cannot one-shot? If you cannot one-shot, then it's good on, like, it's still good on Mio. Still good on, like, Mio, Marvel. Still good on Lily. There's like a combination with Lily if you want to quickly get a double push and also a crit damage buff. It's good on Silence. It's still good on, again, if it wasn't bugged, it would be good on Valerian. It's good on Fangus. It's good on Holden still. It's good on Veronica still. It's good on Dinah skill. Yeah, still Dinah. Still Chiaki. Can still be good on Mia. Yeah, there's a lot of characters it's still good on. Still good on Hellkid. What do you buy using your modulations? So I spent it on Kenai at the start. Wouldn't do it again, but I did use it on Kenai. Now I'm probably just buying Bulwark, and honestly I may start buying some of the Time Weaves, but I'll see how my Doki runs go first. Right now I'm just holding it, but I'll probably buy like Bloodbath and stuff because I really want to get a good Bloodbath set. Would be insane. Kashi skill order to invest, just S3. He only needs his S3, man. That's the great thing about him. More funds to go gamble. More funds. We're gonna hit this. I don't care. I want to have. How do you get module lessons? So you get it from first time clear, or there's a pack, a weekly pack for $50. Well, it was $50 with my currency. what is the Inferno Nico Nana team with Vice? So it's just Vice plus 2 DPSs and then a support character. So just pick a character that has like a speed up, speed down. So like Marvel as well. Mio's good, Marvel's good. And then it's like another sustain if you want to be super safe, or you can go double DPS if you have enough. That's it. Vice is just a tank sustain. He pretty much is replacing like your Valerians, your all those. If I have no one else that I need to reset by the time the event ends, can I reset Gray if I have Kloss? Yes. I have Harvest Momentum and Fury Edge White Fang. Ooh, nice. Nice. That's a good one. That's a really good one. How are you even level 61 and I have 19 capsules left? Oh. Skill diff, I guess. Also, I got pretty lucky on some of the events, and specifically, I got like 180 extra from Ethernet Rally. But also, are you buying all the packs? And then the other question is, has your guild also cleared every single like final boss? Have you always gotten that final stamp pot? New Etheria servers coming out on the 19th, 19th, and 20th. Oh, so this means that if you want, you can reroll if you want on there. And you can also get the ×2 event during that time. So this way you can get infinite XP. Actually, that's terrible. The global one's terrible timing. I'm putting off Ethernet Rally. So am I. I'm just going to go back to it later near when it like right before it resets and just clear as much as I can. We still have a whole week for this and this. I got to defeat randomly. Shelver Vice, Jackal, or Black Flag. 30 attack, 30 crit damage. The fuck is that slasher? Jeez, okay. Well, you are at the stream, of course. That means that you would be a winner. That's how it works. How it works. I'll probably try to reroll a Lily Sonya team. I want to try the dot comp. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Hardest content in the game is predicting the correct winner of the AIP. I just listen to whatever I get told in my guild chat. They just go and tell us. And then I just click it. But they've been wrong recently, so maybe I need to change that. And of course, the one day I didn't listen to them, they guessed it right. That's how it always goes. Yeah. Oh, there's one thing that I want to say. And that is, one, I want to thank you guys because today the channel officially got approved for monetization on YouTube, which is crazy. So that's super exciting. And what that means is now there is a channel membership. So if you want to support me, I put like the cheapest for the first tier, and then I put like a little bit extra for the second. Now, what I'm planning to do is I want to give you guys the opportunity to have account reviews, and I want to try to start a little bit of a series next week where I go and I do like, I hop on your account, try to figure out what your problems are, give you direction more specifically. So what it's going to do is I'm going to make a Discord, and I will allow anyone to apply for it, but there will be a limited amount of slots. And if you decide to go with a member, then you can come out here and support me that way, and you'll get prioritized for the account review. All the information for that specifically will come out, so you don't have to... Oh, shit. Who's the first member? Mamas, thank you. Thank you. And you got the goats one. My man. Thank you. So you're the first one. I actually don't know if I even have... Yeah, did that alert play? Because I literally had the alert up. But yeah, so if you sign up for it, I'm going to drop the Discord hopefully tomorrow or the day after. That's the goal. Holy, okay. Holy shit. Thank you. Wait. Where's that? Someone else just did it. Am I crazy? But yeah, so you can join that, and there will be account reviews, and I'll add more stuff as we go. And there's also emotes and all that, but it doesn't matter. So you can do that. That's the start. You don't have to do it right away. Thank you, Mamas, though, for doing that. That's great. Welcome. And then you can do that. So just stay tuned. Oh shit. Who's the next one? Cartoons. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Holy shit. That's awesome. Thank you guys. Number 1, number 2, the goats. But yeah, so we'll start doing that, and then you'll get priority on all that stuff, and hopefully more stuff, and there'll be member only streams. So apparently I just need to keep talking about it. I know, but I just want to let you guys know. So again, I really want to say thank you because it means a lot. It's been crazy. Wait, what? It keeps double playing. So I've never had stream elements or stream labs open on the stream before, but now I'm gonna have to start doing that because I would hate to like miss it. Aw, thank you, cartoons. So hopefully I'll do that, and then I'm gonna try to like hopefully give you guys like more of a sneak peek at what's going on, and even if I like don't fully complete like some of the future guides and stuff, you can at least see me working on it and how it goes. Am I at 1.5k? I haven't even looked. If I gained another 100, that's crazy. So that's the goal. All right, but that's pretty much the main thing that I wanted to say. More information will be tomorrow, 100%. Wait, someone else? Okay, see at the alert top there? I need to make this bigger, apparently. Thank you. Holy, who's third member? Louis, thank you. It keeps double playing. All right, I'm sorry if you can hear the double play. There's supposed to be sound. Actually, I don't even know if you can hear it. But yeah, thank you, thank you. From lurker to goat, easy evolution. Yes, exactly, exactly. So we'll do that. So I'll make sure that you top 3 are definitely in the first ones to get your account reviews if you want it, and everything else. So let's go. We're gonna finish these runs though, and then we're gonna call it a night tonight, and then we'll do that. And we have another one. Holy shit, tongue. Holy shit. I can talk about your shit, Sherlock. Yes, yes. Thank you. Holy, you guys are real. You guys are the best. Honestly, I'm actually so humbled by how much support you guys have given me over, like, it's been a crazy week. Like, actually been a crazy week and a half. I enjoy watching the content. Yes, it's gonna be hype. Now you can talk. Exactly. Remember, if you become a member, I can't ban you. I can't ban you, so you can say anything. Apparently that's how it goes. I'm not allowed to. Holy, Freaky, thank you, thank you. Welcome, Freaky. I like how I say that you could abuse me and immediately someone goes. Even though you're not relatable because of that shell. I know, it's like, no, think about it this way. If you become a member, then you actually get better luck. That's how it works. Non-abuser shell luck stream client unrelatable. No, think about it this way. Like, I will go on your account, right? And then I will be like, okay, we need to farm this. And then we're going to go through. And then as we go through and do it, then, then you'll get the streamer luck by proxy. That's how it always goes. Member summons soon, you'll pull on their account. If they want me to do their pulls for them on new characters, by all means, I'll do that. Yeah. Then, okay, think about it this way. It's the natural YouTuber progression, okay? Now that I have viewers, I just use you guys for the content. It's simple. It's simple. That's what they all do, right? So if we get something bad, if we unsub, yes, if you unsub, you actually get negative Riz, negative aura, and your drop rate for anything good. See right here, all these. This is an example right here that they wanted to show you of your RNG luck if you unsubscribe. So you don't want to unsubscribe. You want to subscribe. And that's why they changed it to subscribe plus. Because now if you click subscribe plus, you get plus extra luck. Because XD couldn't, like, they didn't want to do any more packs because they would feel pay to win. So they decided to do, like, my channel. So they decided to make the channel memberships the new extra packs. Like, if you wanted, like, better stuff. Negative RG, exactly. The perfect relationship. Tongue, I can't, damn it. Damn it. Why did I agree? Why did I agree to letting people talk shit about me if you get it? Are you on to something? Exactly. Gold shells and Inferno is criminal. Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's wild. I have no idea why they let me do that. A sub to you is worth an LD target summon. Exactly, exactly. Actually, no, like you get a guaranteed LD SSR of your choice when you click subscribe to my channel. I'm not the one who pays it out. You actually have to email XD about it. Apparently there's a bug with it, but I guarantee you it's a thing. I guarantee you it's a thing. XD promised me. I think Jack said it. Where's your Shadow Sonya? I mean, I can jump on your account right now and do polls. Do you just want to load your account up with like 100K worth of like Hydra Crystals? As a privileged membership, delete that Messiah shell? No. Okay, you can take your money back. I'll give you a refund, man. Listen. I'll be honest though, if someone wants to drop a K, I would delete it. No cap. I would delete it right now, but that's not going to happen. So we're not doing that. True, that's how I got my S5 Messiah. Exactly. Should have subbed earlier than my double SSR pull with Lily and Rosa would have been Messiah like Mia. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so this is our last one for today. Damn. But yeah. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it for tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow. The person who, yeah, they actually just replied like just 8 minutes ago. So I'm going to go work on the Discord right now. Was our special member only chat? You will get one in the Discord, and I will be doing member only streams in the future to give you guys more. Because, all right, I'll say this, right? So here's the thing. For the member, for the account reviews, I'll be doing like public ones where anyone can apply, and I'll try to balance it a little bit more where I do like a member, then I'll do a random, then I'll do a member, then I'll do a random, etc. And then I want to do a membership stream for you guys, for anyone who's a member, where I can give you more time because I can only really allocate like 40-ish minutes per an account if I'm going to be real. But with a member stream, I can do like a nice long stream once a week where I get to sit down and actually give you like a good extra like 20-30 minutes and really make sure that you guys are getting the value, because that's what I want to give. I want to give you guys the value. So if that's interested to anyone else, feel free to do that. If you're watching the video, you can even do it off stream if you want. And I will be streaming tomorrow as well. I will be skipping the day after tomorrow because I need to go. I definitely need to go to the doctor's because I've had this cold for pretty much since I started the channel. Actually, it's like a day or two after I started, I've got this. So it's probably more than just like a cold. It's probably COVID or something. But again, thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll put up the stream. Oh, before you go, what's the best shell for Rosa? Revelation. It's Revelation. Hopping on our account or Discord streaming. I generally don't remember my mail because, okay, Freaky, we can sort that out later. We can sort that out. But if we need to do a stream, then we could do that. No, did I miss it? Oh, shit, Teach, you missed it. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm not streaming that late today. But, oh yeah, also, I will be posting like an actual stream schedule and everything on the Discord. So that, I want to get that up by tomorrow or worst case, the day after. So I'll have that, and I'm going to start trying to do streams at more different times so you guys can get more content. I want to go really ham on this. Because I really want to make sure that you guys coming here, giving me all this love is, I'm able to give it back to you guys. I'm going to try my best. So much going on. Really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. See you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.